You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet. Welcome. Another TADPOG podcast. Just three old boys. We're having a good old time. Good old time with our depressant liquids.
Yeah, we do have some depressant liquids.
It's good stuff.
Let's get some Foley. Yeah, the bottle doesn't really do Foley like the can does,
No,
really.
definitely not.
There we go.
It sprayed all over my face. And I just took it all in the face. It was so
Jesus,
sexy.
say it slower.
We got 3 bottles of water, so as soon as we're done,
We can hydrate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that
all
is
good.
nice. Did you do that on purpose? Or did
No,
Melissa do
that's
that?
Been
leftover
there
from
for-
Melissa last week, bringing us the
okay.
pizza and the
The
bottled
pizza.
water.
Yeah.
God, I went nuts on that pizza.
Man, I wanted
Good
that pizza
pizza.
real
Good
bad.
pizza.
I skipped on it. I had McDonald's, which was a mistake. But it's like all that's open usually by the time we're done recording. And man, earlier this week I had McDonald's twice, 2 nights in a row. And I learned, first of all, I hadn't done that in a long time, but I learned I cannot do that. That's a bad move.
Yeah.
Because it was like, it was pretty rough. It was
I hear that.
It was pretty rough.
I hear that. I couldn't do it either. Oof.
Oof. Yeah. That's still going on in our house. The oof. Yeah. Nikki's on board now. She does it too.
Oh, yeah. Good.
It's officially a family
Perfect.
meme. Yeah. And he's like, but he's not even doing Roblox anymore. He's like knee
shit.
deep in Minecraft. Like, I mean, it's just Minecraft.
right.
He wakes up.
He's growing up.
He's
growing up,
graduating,
yeah.
I guess, to Minecraft. I mean, he's playing it on the Vita. So, I mean, he's,
Even better.
but I mean, it's like he wakes up at 5 a.m, plays Minecraft
Clocks
until
in.
until it's time to go to school, and then is upset that he can't play, that he has to go to school and can't play Minecraft. And then I was surprised. I picked him up today. I was surprised because I was like, oh fuck, I didn't bring the Vita. And I was fully expecting him to be like, where's Minecraft? Because Henry needs his fix.
Yeah.
But no, he was
Why
cool.
do you Maxwell Silver Hammer right over here? Come on.
Right. So now we're totally using it as leverage. Like on the way home, it's like, okay, you do your homework first. And once your homework's done, you can Minecraft as much as you want to
Until the fucking
Minecraft
cows come
until
home.
it's
There
time
you
to go
go.
to bed. Yeah.
Well, Cohen's birthday was this past Sunday.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, if you are listening to this now.
Time travel.
He got a Switch.
Think about it.
He got a
Nice.
Switch Lite.
Nice.
Nice.
Um,
I like the lights.
It's a good little.
Yeah.
It's perfect for him. Perfect size for him. It's less of a problem if it breaks, kind of thing. Just
Sure.
It's easier for him to hold. And his favorite game is Hello Neighbor. So we bought him that.
I got that for the girls too.
And that's
I've heard
pretty
about
much
that one.
his life. He loves playing Hello Neighbor on the Switch. He was playing it on the Game Pass on his iPod,
Yeah.
iPad. Now he's actually got a stick to control with. and
Nice.
Stuff, so that's a good
It's
thing.
upped his
He's
game.
Having a good time with that. He got a few other he got like a Ben 10 game. And he went and bought Lego Jurassic Park with some of his birthday money.
How's that?
He's having trouble with that one. I think that one's a little more
It's
advanced
just advanced. Yeah.
for him, but I told him your pappy knows a lot about Lego games because I've beaten like a fuckload. Those are the only games I've ever really 100%ed is Lego games, Batman and Harry Potter and all those games. So I said your old pappy can help you with the Lego games.
Those games are old too.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it the other night because I was watching because I'm super cool, and I was watching a 3-hour long YouTube video on the 1,400 North American PlayStation games, where they essentially just play 10 seconds of each game, and it goes on forever. It's actually really cool. It's really cool. But they had a few Lego games in there, and I was like, man, I remember playing a Star Wars Lego game, which might have been the first one of the modern Lego games. I don't really know, but I remember playing that at Apex when I was in high school.
Sure, yeah,
So,
they've been around a minute. They're getting ready to release the Skywalker Saga Lego game. which is all 9 movies.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Again, only they're redoing the games. Like, they're not the same games. They're starting from scratch,
Yeah.
from what I understand. I think that's due out next year. At some point, I'm probably going to get that one.
They're milking it, which
Yeah.
is fine as long as they're good.
They've
right?
only gotten better. I
Yeah.
mean, really, the games are fun. They're fun to play.
I remember the first one being really fun.
Played the Avengers. I've played of course, the Batman, Harry Potter. I'm trying to think. Pirates of the Caribbean had one. I played it, and I just love them. They're good little time wasters, you know.
Did you
they're
see
challenging enough to be entertaining?
Did you see the Mario 64 like actual Lego set? I think it was Paul Pig who posted it in Discord today, but it's like this.
Oh, it's a question block.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a giant question
Yes, I
block,
did
and it
see
like
that.
flips open, like it
Yeah.
opens up, and then like the different worlds from Mario 64
that's
flip
pretty
out
sweet.
from it, and it looks really cool.
I bet it's expensive.
I think Sick Jake said something like 200 Canadian, so that's probably like $60 American. I don't know.
Give or take.
It's like a quarter. I have no idea.
That's neat, though. Yeah,
It looked cool. If I were
it does look cool.
if I were into Legos or a bigger fan of Mario 64, I think.
I've got
Yeah.
a good, I got
It
a
looked
good
cool.
an audio meme for you guys.
Please.
now, since you said Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
it sparked a memory. You guys, are you familiar with soaking? What,
Yeah,
what
it's-
Mormons do?
Yeah, when you put your penis inside a woman and
You just leave
you
it.
just don't
leave
move.
it. It's
and-
the
yeah.
action of going in and out that God doesn't like. So you
well,
gotta just leave the penis in.
Yeah, let's just tell ourselves that.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I
No,
did
no,
not know this.
It's in the Book
This
of
is
Mormon.
new
They
to
call
me.
it soaking.
Yeah.
So there was the audio meme of Grant with the kids by the upturned car in Jurassic Park with the T-Rex looking around, and on Grant is Mormon soaking. Don't move. Don't move. He can't. If you don't move, he can't see you. And the T-Rex is
Just
God.
God. Yeah.
Just looking around.
I like that.
That's great. I love it.
Good shit.
That is good shit.
Have you guys seen Only Murders in the Building?
I want to see that.
What
so
is
bad.
that?
Fucking good shit. It's Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez's murder mystery comedy.
Is this a new thing?
It's on Hulu.
Yep.
Martin Short has a new thing.
Yep.
I mean, Steve Martin is great too, but that's not as surprising as Martin
Yep,
Short.
and they're in
Yeah.
it together because they do it.
And
they do
Selena
like
Gomez?
a
And Selena
Yes.
Gomez.
They do like a road
She's
show.
really
together.
good in it. She's
I believe
really,
it.
really
She's
good in it.
yeah. I haven't seen a lot of things that she's in, but everything I've seen with her in it, I'm come away like, oh, that was she was
Yeah.
like good.
Tina Fey's in it for a minute. She
Nice.
plays because it's like it's a murder happens, and they're all big fans of this
Fish.
world's version of Serial,
Oh,
the
okay.
murder
Okay.
podcast.
All right.
So, and then a murder happens in their building, and they want to team up and solve it and turn it into a podcast.
Okay.
So it's very, very interesting.
It sounds good.
They do. I think Steve Martin and Martin Short do like a road show together.
Melissa and I are going to see it in October.
Oh, nice.
Lucky motherfucker.
Are they in Nashville or?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, then it's like a little variety thing, a little 2-man act
Yeah.
type of deal.
Lots of banjos.
Lots of banjos, probably.
Yeah.
That I would love to see that
he
show.
plays Steve Martin plays a concertina in this show a whole lot. I guess the banjo had been too on the nose, so give him another weird little instrument to play. So, but no, it's very good. I told Melissa, it's like it does feel like the alternate title is Too Many Darias because every girl would be a dead ringer to cast in a Daria period
Like
piece in
live
different
action.
periods of her life.
Really?
Like Selena Gomez is the 20-something because she's very like she dresses very dark. She's kind of flat and monotone and very secretive. And then Tina Fey is this like the 40s version of Daria because she's portraying basically she's Sarah Koenig from Serial.
Okay.
So
Do you? But do you feel like it's? I mean, it sounds like they know what they're doing. It sounds
yeah.
like it sounds like we know the people who listen to these kinds of podcasts,
Yep.
and we're gonna make characters that are, those people.
yep.
Because I mean,
Sting is in it for a little while.
Sting is
Oh,
in
really?
it.
That's awesome.
Tantraching all over the place.
What's her the girl from
Soaking.
The Office that marries Michael?
Holly.
Holly is in
I don't
it.
know her name. I don't know the actress's
Holly's in
name.
it, but her character's name is Jan. And
That's
there's-
weird.
They do a lot of weird. I've picked up on some weird name switching whenever like cameos are made.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but no, it's
Steve
very, very
Carell's
good.
in it. He's Andy.
I'm gonna watch that for sure. I don't have Hulu, but I'll make that work.
Are they doing like? Did they just dump it all, or are they releasing it like
Weekly.
I
Weekly.
like that. I like how long? How are they hour long things or?
I feel like the last one was like 38 minutes.
All right, this is sounding pretty damn
So-
good, honestly. It's chicken. It's chicken a lot of bucks for me.
Chicken along.
Chicken a lot of bucks.
Got to be your bull.
Is Zandu in it? Did we see a lot of frog pussy?
Because Melissa was scrolling through the Facebook group and she was like, "A frog pussy button? What is Phil talking about?" I was like, "Oh, you haven't listened.
You haven't
in a while.
listened in about
Yeah.
6 weeks.
To
have you?
catch up. We got to drop that frog pussy reference."
Our French audience has either dwindled or boomed recently. We're really not sure.
I'd say I think other than that, like I'm off this week, so I've been
Nice.
staying up late and sleeping in.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's been nice.
That does sound really nice.
You do look rested.
A little more rested.
Yeah.
a little more rested. So
I was off today. I was telling Ian earlier, I might get in trouble for it, but I was off today because Nikki had a procedure done. And she had like anesthesia, so she couldn't drive and stuff. So she was off work today. And then like the pain meds like make her drowsy. And it's a good thing that I stayed home because like Henry's pickup time kind of rolled around and I was like, she's in bed. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go get Henry. And it was like, yeah, that would have been bad to be like at work and get a call and be like, hi, we can't get a hold of anybody. Can you come pick up your son? But like, so I don't know what it's called, but I should know. She's told me multiple times what it's called. I just can't remember what it is. But like, it's like the piece of like tissue inside your mouth that connects like the bottom, like below your lip inside, bottom lip connects it to like your gums.
Yeah.
yeah,
She has or had 3 of those.
Oh, okay.
Like I've got 1. She had 3 of them, so it was fucking with her gums. So they were like, yeah, we got to cut 2 of those out. So that's what they did today. And because of that, like she can't like eat regular food like for a little bit. So like right after the procedure, they were like, okay, she's going to be hungry because, you know, she had to do all like the pre-op stuff where she couldn't eat and all that. So go and get her a milkshake. And also take away her phone because she's going to do things that like she can't take back.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's like, I remember when I
so
had.
give her phone
Yeah.
already open. Perfect. Take off the password.
So we went to Wendy's because they were talking about how you don't want to use a straw.
Yeah, you can't.
because it will
you don't
fuck
want
with
to
your
suck.
shit.
It'll mess with the stitches. That's
Right.
what they do when you have a tooth pulled.
Yeah,
You
I
get
know.
a dry socket. If you suck the scab
Right.
out, then it bleeds and it doesn't ever heal right, and then your nerves exposed.
And that's why they told me not to
Yeah.
smoke when I had my
Yeah,
wisdom teeth out.
exactly.
But I did it anyway, and it all worked out.
Just find a way.
So
You'll find a way. Trust me. I smoked after I had my teeth pulled too.
I know, I
but
bet you
I
did.
didn't get a dry socket.
so, yeah, me neither. I would know if I got one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
yeah.
I don't know.
From what I understand, it's
Yeah.
one of the most painful things that
Okay.
you can have.
Yeah, that
So,
didn't happen. That didn't happen. So they were like, yeah, nothing with a straw. So I was like, okay, a milkshake with a spoon.
Frosty.
Got to be Wendy's.
Yep.
Has to be Wendy's.
Yep.
So we went to Wendy's at, I think this was like 9:00 in the morning. And I was like, so I go through the drive-thru and I'm like, okay, hey, weird question, but do you guys have Frosties at 9:00 in the morning? And they're like, we sure do. And it's like, great. I want a large one. And they're like, okay. And then they go, chocolate or vanilla. And I did not understand what the person said at all.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, and so I was just silent because I was like, that's probably just like extra stuff that I don't. And then they said it again, chocolate or vanilla. And I was like,
No thanks.
yeah, right.
I know what I want. Don't try to upsell me. Give me a Frosty.
You too. So I was like, I looked at Nikki and she's all fucking like drugged out.
She has no idea.
And
what's
she
going
goes,
on.
chocolate. And I was like, oh, chocolate. And I'm like, okay, this is how much money it is. But I couldn't understand it at all.
That's funny.
It was fucking wild. And then I got to do something that I haven't done since college, and that is go to the grocery store with Nikki. And like, just like we've done that before, but just like leisurely do it. Where it's
not
like
going with a plan.
Yep, where it's like, you're high, I'm not going into work, let's just see what happens. Let's just walk around the grocery store and see what happens. We bought a poblano chili, and then was like,
one singular.
No, we got 4 of them because like we were like, I don't know, it was this fun game where it's like, here's a piece of produce. What can we make with this? And then we go online and find a recipe, and it's like, let's gather all
Chili
these ingredients.
poblanos. Fuck yeah.
So right, yeah, exactly. So we did that. We spent some time on the international foods aisle, which was nice. We got some noodles there, and we got like ingredients.
Did you get
for
that expensive
stuff.
ramen, that Shin Ryu in the black case ramen?
I've already got plenty of that.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff. But what I didn't realize until I was there today is that they have those in like the instant cup form. And it's like, that's super tempting because I am fucking lazy. And every time I'm like going through the rudimentary steps of making ramen, I'm like, there's gotta be an easier way.
Why can't I just pour boiling water into a cup and have the noodles?
All that shit already in there.
Wait a moment.
So yeah, it was good. It was fun. And then we got home and she fell asleep because of the pain meds. And it was just like, all right, I'm gonna play Punch Out. I'm happy to report I cannot do it regularly, but I have beat Mike Tyson one time. I beat him one time.
Okay.
So now it's just a matter
no
of
easy feat.
It was hard for me.
It's tough. So I couldn't do it now. I did it. I said before I beat him back when I had a Nintendo and this game. After playing it nonstop for months.
I played it pretty hardcore. Like, I mean,
it's hard. To this day, I would probably have issues.
It is hard, and I definitely like didn't do it on my own. Like I went to YouTube and
You
was
watched
like,
how to
beat Mike Tyson. I mean, because it's like, come on, it's 2021.
Accuse him of rape.
Prove him guilty of rape.
There you go.
And then have the culture re-accept him years later.
Somehow,
Yep.
put him in a Hangover movie, and bam,
Everybody
everything's
fucking loves
fine.
All is forgiven. All you really have to do is like a Phil Collins drum beat, and then you're fucking like, why hasn't like Louis C.K. tried this?
Right, exactly.
If you want to do a dual Punch Out stream where you play Punch Out and I play Super Punch Out.
Oh, well, that does sound like fun, but no, I don't. I did stream a little bit of Tyson's Punch Out on Discord because that's a thing that you can do. I don't know that I really want to do it on Twitch because it's like, I feel like that's one of them where it's like, you don't really play that one on Twitch unless you're good.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because I mean, it's like, I feel like a bunch of people are going to come in and be like, oh, you don't know, you're not good at this? Why are you streaming this?
Yeah.
But on Discord, it was like literally me fighting Dom Flamenco like over and over again in the rematch, trying to get him down in the first round, and then I just gave up. It's like, I'm just going to get him down in the second round. It's fine. Fun game. That's a good game.
It is a great game.
But yeah, Mike
really
Tyson
stands the test of time.
beat him once, and I'm still trying to beat him a second time.
Hey, that's
Gotta watch for that wink.
I
watch for that
Dude,
wink.
here's what fucks me up is the blink, because
Yeah.
it's like the blink is like when you're supposed to throw like the star punch, the uppercut, but like the window is I'm already dodging because I'm so like, oh fuck, he's gonna hit me.
You're on edge. Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to train myself to do right now is to like just react. And don't anticipate,
Yes.
just react.
Yes.
And that's very counter to like
Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but that's counter to how I like to do things
Sure.
because I like to anticipate.
Yeah.
Instead of like, okay, just go wait for them to flash.
So you're like Vegeta. Vegeta can't do Ultra Instinct because he likes to be in control of his body too much.
I've always said I'm a lot like Vegeta.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have the hairline for it, so it matches.
But now he's unlocked a form called Ultra Ego to counter Goku's Ultra Instinct. So the more damage he takes, the stronger he gets.
like Bishop from the
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. Is this new? Is this new lore? Or is this old DBZ
No,
lore?
this is brand new, like just a few weeks ago in the
Few
manga.
weeks ago?
Yep.
Do you read the manga or do you like just kind of like
I get
stay
the-
current with the?
I stay current. Yeah. Just with what I hear. Like sometimes I might read the manga a little bit, but most of the time I'll just get an overview of what happened. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad I know that. I'm ready for the anime.
I was about to make a joke about the DBZ TikTok community, but I'm sure that actually exists and it's out there.
I watch it on YouTube.
Okay.
So I'm not quite on DBZ. I'm on like anime TikTok a lot, but not really DBZ.
Yeah. I just let it just show me what it wants to show me a lot of times. I don't know that I really follow anybody. It's just kind of like, yeah, I'll just scroll for a couple hours and every now and then I'll punch this heart. I like that. Or I'll share that with somebody.
There's a new sixth love language called sharing TikToks with people, and that's becoming my love language. I think I've sent both of you TikToks.
You have.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple.
Well, I think it's about 40 or so a day. We're just like, that's funny, sin. That's funny too, sin. That's funny too, sin. Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Come lay in bed. We're gonna watch everything I just sent you on your phone. Come on.
You're like me with hentai dojins. Oh, you haven't read that yet? Come on, let's pop into bed. Let's crack this bad boy open. We also do it with TikTok.
I can't get Tanya to do TikTok. She refuses. I didn't really understand what it was about until I got it, and I'm like, oh, okay,
Sure.
now it makes sense. And I told her I've seen some funny shit, and I'll show her stuff, and I'll be like, you should get on here. No, I'm not doing that. I've got Facebook. That's enough. I'm like, well,
Facebook's making people take horse dewormers. So why don't you get on TikTok?
that, and I also said, you could do Reddit, because Reddit is just a bunch of TikTok videos anymore.
I don't know, man. I need to get on that Reddit. I need back on that good Reddit. Because like the Reddit I'm on now is just like, fuck, I don't want to be here.
If I want to read, I'll go to Reddit. If I want to watch a video, I'll go to TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to anything in my primary account for Reddit. I just go in and look at all the new.
Yeah.
Just sort by hot, not new. No, don't sort by new.
I mean, I use Reddit a lot, but it's on the porn account. It's not on the real account. Like the real account is like, oh God, like I'm bored
depressing.
and I got like nothing to do.
Yeah.
Let's go see what's on Reddit. And
But I always run across a lot of TikToks on there.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of TikToks.
Law Dennis he turned me on to TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I had just assumed I was an old and that there was nothing on there for me, but he sent me a bunch of funny shit.
It's
and
got
like,
some,
okay.
there's some
All
really
right,
funny
yeah.
shit
got
on
good
there.
shit.
Really funny shit on there.
Yep.
Really funny shit. Do you think YouTube Shorts is gonna like take it down?
No.
No,
Yeah.
just like every other Google project, it will fail and go
No,
in.
Trump
They'll cancel it once the 10 people and piss off the 10 people that use it.
Maybe.
Trump propped up TikTok pretty well with the whole like gonna cancel it and cancel China and a bunch
Yeah.
of shit. Like
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are like, oh, I'll check out this TikTok thing now. So that's half the United States. Like, okay, TikTok.
Let's drive the children away from it. Yeah. Which I'm sure like they're probably leaving it in droves because all of us olds are on it now, but
Yeah.
whatever.
See, I'm on the kids and Melissa and I are on the same. We have the same Snapchat channel, but I'm not on any of their TikToks. So there's the TikTok I want to see. I have to upload it to Snapchat and send it, and then they'll see it. Like the only one whose TikTok I have is Anna, but anything I send her, like she doesn't watch. But if I snap it, she'll watch it immediately.
She must not be using that TikTok
Yeah.
app then,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
When she came home and she wanted to show us something on her phone when she was on that 72-hour film festival, show us the movie. I was like, here, just mirror your phone to the Roku. Oh, okay. I was like, open up your TikTok. She did, and it was like, Tyler, 42 unopened TikToks. I was like, all right, I see how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just stop sending them. Snapchat I've only fucked with for like doing like, what do you call them? The fucking filters, I guess, like with Henry.
Yeah.
Because like he used to really get a kick out of like that stuff. Like,
The dog nose.
fuck man,
and
we
the
got ears. Oh
yeah.
shit, it's wild, right? And then now he's got Minecraft and that's life.
Yeah. I was on Snapchat for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't care for it. I'm not even on Instagram or Twitter. I just don't. It's too many things. Too many
Yeah.
things cross over into Facebook or whatever.
Sure.
And then
Man, fuck
Reddit's
Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't like Facebook either.
God, man, I'm on there once a week, and it's like to upload the fucking Tadpog video to the page, and then I'm out.
Yeah, I browse through it. I don't interact with anybody.
Yeah.
I read like the news feed and stuff, but for the most part, I hate it, and I need to get rid of it. I really do.
I just use it professionally. That's about all I do with
Yeah.
it. So use it for the groups for the show.
Yeah, and nothing
then-
against the groups or the page. Like, I
That's
mean,
the
nothing
only
against
reason I
that.
stay on
I
it.
mean, yeah, for sure.
And then Messenger for like employees who have their phones turned off, or if
Yeah.
I'm trying to find somebody for an interview and didn't leave their phone number, I find them on Facebook and
yeah,
message
join
them.
our
So it's just-
join our Facebook page.
Or we won't be there, but join. Come on.
What are the other ones? Oh, I subscribed to an OnlyFans for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when they were like going like, oh, we're not doing porn anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, sweetie, I got to get in here and get some shit before it's gone. And I can't use my card or I can't use PayPal because it's like they don't play that. Chargebacks and shit. I get it. So I'm like, all right, so I'm going to be using our card. So I just want to let you know.
When you see OnlyFans
When you see
pop up.
OnlyFans on there. And she's like, okay, fine. And then so like I do it and I'm like, all right. So like the first night is great because I'm going through all this like backlog content, right? And it's like, okay, I'm like, okay, this is great. This is great. This is great. Oh, well, I've seen this one on Reddit. Yeah, they posted that one it's a couple. It's a swinger couple, and it's like they do a bunch of videos with their friends, essentially. And it's like, it's good content, and it's one of those where it's like, it doesn't feel like you're interacting with a person. You know, it doesn't feel like weird dating by proxy or anything. It just feels like
You're watching.
we have content that's back behind a paywall.
Right,
So it's like, all right, so I can do this. So I'm like, okay. And then I start getting annoyed because it's like, well, fuck, like all their best stuff they've posted on Reddit. And I'm also like, what the fuck? These are all clips. What's this shit about? So I'm going through and it's like, I haven't seen some of these clips and the clips are good. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
They're good. They're going to fucking get the job done. But it's like, they're clips. And it's like, I thought this was going to be like,
What am I paying
the
you
land
for?
of milk and honey.
Right, right.
And so like, there's one of them and I was like, oh, this is a longer one. And I click on it and it's like, all right, this is like longer. And then I read the comment below it, where they put the post below it, and they're like, for the full video, you can buy it for $40 by following this link. And I was like, unsubscribe before I am
You
billed for next
got
month.
to be
No,
fucking
man.
kidding
And it's
me.
like, I told Nikki, I was like, I got good news and bad news. The good news is I liked what was there. The bad news is, and I downloaded as much as I could.
Right.
In case, we get hit by the
You
hurricane.
never know.
or
You
something.
might want to
Right.
have something on your
Gotta
phone
have something,
for later.
yeah, physical.
Yeah.
Because a local
For
save.
emergencies.
Right,
Break,
exactly.
break glass in case of emergency.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, but I'm super disappointed because it's like the good shit is behind the second paywall.
And it's an expensive one.
And it is. At $40 is a lot
That's
for
a
a video.
lot for porn.
It's a lot for porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When there's
So-
so much of it out there for zilch, right? So
Yeah, and it's like, look, I'm gonna be real with you. I've lived on clips for a real long time. It's not that bad. And honestly, like when I'm watching something that's longer than a clip, sometimes I get bored and I'm like,
I was raised on the Sublime Directory. I didn't see a video till I was a man.
I was melded in it. Yeah, so I mean,
clips are probably better anyway because you could just
it's the good shit.
get through.
It's the
Get
highlights.
through them, yeah, the good stuff.
Yeah.
All that other stuff.
Or it's just right
filler.
before the good stuff sometimes.
Maybe,
They do
yeah.
that too. Yeah. So, but I don't know. I guess buyer beware if you're thinking about it. I don't know. What do you do? Like you get like I don't know. I guess maybe there's a reviews site for OnlyFans pages. I don't know. But
Only critics.
you're right. Yeah.
OnlyFans site.
So anyway, it was a little disappointing, but that was my short foray into that platform.
Yeah.
I've considered it from going through Reddit and seeing some.
We don't have any second paywalls in our Patreon, by the way.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm getting ideas though now. Yeah, you want to see the super totally gonna happen food video? $40. Otherwise, what do you get on our Patreon? Just 15-second clips of our regular podcasts. It's the OnlyFans model.
Me eating a hot chip and then cutting right before I throw up.
Right? Yeah, you know how they do them clips. That is like totally like, oh, he's about to bust right on her. Oh, and it's close. That's great. Thanks. But I'm sure if I go to their OnlyFans, it'll be there, right?
Sure, it will.
No, if you want to pay $40, there it is. Not for me. Anyway, OnlyFans. Think about it. But then they reverse their whole thing, you know.
Oh, they backed off that quick. They
Yeah.
realized somebody pushed the wrong button.
I think that was a publicity
It
thing.
might
I
have
really do. Although, like, Mitch on Discord had a good argument, and that was, well, I mean, OnlyFans got really big during the quarantines.
Yeah.
And it's like, that does make sense. But I didn't subscribe to any OnlyFans until they were like, we're taking porn away. And it was like, well, got to get in there now.
That may have happened to a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm going in. And then when I got there, I was like, never mind.
Forget
1 month
it.
only.
Not
I mean,
worth
it's
it.
not like it wasn't like crazy expensive. I don't know what I'm expecting for like, and they get
For like
to set their own-
$6 or
yeah.
whatever.
So it's like,
Well, I mean, like you were saying, like there's plenty of porn for free. So if you're actually
Right.
going out of your way to pay for it, you would expect something substantial.
Well,
right.
it's like I was saying.
Even if it's a smaller amount, like $1 is infinitely more than no
it's
dollars.
less than zero or more than zero, rather.
some of the ones that I've followed on Reddit
Yeah.
that have OnlyFans pages, I've considered maybe once just going to one. And they're pretty straightforward on their descriptions in Reddit to say, hey, this is the price. There's no additional paywalls.
That's
You're going to
nice.
get all this content. I swear to God you will. But I just don't. I don't do it because
I wouldn't have if it hadn't been like, we're getting rid of porn. Because I mean, it was
Right.
it was literally like,
wanna get
I'm
in
going in
once
there.
just
I'm
to
gonna
see it.
download as much as I can download because I don't know if this is gonna go away. Maybe I can fucking sell it on the aftermarket.
Well, Tadpog, we can't get any
Pirated
more
porn.
backers, so we're going clean. It's completely 100% clean. So we're going to put all our backlog on Patreon. You better get it before we take it all down because it's 100% clean from here on out.
I really want to do a 100% clean episode one day.
We do. We have
we
one.
have
We
one
have
for
one.
sure.
We do?
Where you had
The board
Wi-
game?
Wiley and Laura's
is that
board game.
100% clean?
it's
I have
pretty
to
clean.
re-listen, but I remember it being like,
I know it's clean.
I remember afterward, Wiley was like, I can share this one.
but there's not a single damn. There's not a single.
I can't
I mean,
remember.
I'm
There's me
talking.
falling asleep.
You're talking about
I'm talking about
Puritan Tadpog, like
Blues Clues,
Yeah.
Tadpog. Like, yeah,
Seen that Steve video?
I have, and it made me real
Everyone's seen
sad.
that.
Yeah,
it made me sad, and I tagged Gage on that one. I
Yeah.
was like, dude, Steve told me to show you this. you know,
I shared it with my
oh
sister.
my god, that's just something that was really beautiful.
Yeah.
what he did.
Yeah.
I showed it to Tanya, and she teared up. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just. That is like the most. Somebody posted a meme or a thing.
I've seen some good ones.
It said, "Shit's so bad in this country." Steve from Blue's Clues said, "I've got to address the nation." You know?
My favorite is the look at how much you've accomplished. Look at how far you've come. And then it's George Costanza with the chips on his shirt.
As a bald person, Nickelodeon, let Steve take off the hat. Don't make him keep wearing hats.
That might have been his decision.
Because like when he's made other appearances in the show, because Jack loves watching the show.
Oh, he's showed up on. He's come back on Blue's Clues.
He's made a few like where he's
Oh.
he went to college to become a detective after with
Oh.
Blue's Clues. So
Right.
he'll come
He got
back
on
on
that
the show
bus.
and he's got a trench coat and a fedora and he's
Nice.
a magnifying glass.
He has the
and they're-
warrant. I didn't realize that he'd come back. That's
Yep,
cool.
yep.
I sent it to my sister because, like, I remember when she was 3, you know, I was like 16, and she would watch Nick Jr. And like Blue's Clues was literally like the only show that was like, all right, well, I'll watch this with you. I will watch this with you. But like Little Bear, fuck Little
Fuck
Bear.
Little Bear. Yeah.
Gullah Gullah Island.
I mean, Gullah Gullah was like, I get it.
It had puppets.
I get it, but it wasn't for me. I get why she liked it, but
Miles was that age when all that stuff was out too. And
Yeah.
that was his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
He loved all that shit. Blue's Clues particularly.
Face. Yeah, baby, face.
We were there together.
Man, yeah. Man, I want to do like I need to commission somebody to do face for my stream.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Man, that'd be pretty fucking sweet.
You could do like a HoloLive thing where you're
Oh my fucking God.
where it's face, only
Jesus
your voice.
Christ, someone please help me do this. I'll pay you. I'll pay you.
Hey everybody, it's time for Dave's stream.
Yeah. It kind of looks like me.
It's got it's face, but he has your hair and your
And the-
goatee and
yeah.
mustache. And
Yeah.
everything.
Look, man, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Someone, let me know if you know how to do it.
I also a quick plug. My cousin Chris has a interesting series of videos on YouTube where he's doctor. It's sort of like it's older than Sawbones. It's sort of like Sawbones where he talks about
It's older
medical
than Sawbones.
Yeah,
That's been out for a long time.
been out for a while for like medical mystery type stuff.
Yeah.
Only he does more Sawbones is pretty clean, so he does the stuff that's not so clean. He has a really good video called Butt Stuff, Dr. Quackenstein's Butt Stuff.
Okay.
And he goes through butt stuff through the ages.
Okay.
So
This is your cousin?
my cousin Chris, I think the channel is just Chris Holland.
Chris Holland.
So,
okay.
yeah.
All
Cool.
right. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. I'm assuming he, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to plug us, right? We're good. This is like in trade.
I showed him our Patreon videos of tasting all the hot shit. He was very amused.
Oh, hey, tasting shit. That reminds me. I brought a thing. I don't know if you guys have had this or not, but when Nikki and I were taking our journey through the grocery store today, I saw these Pringles Wendy's spicy chicken
Oh, hell
chips.
yes.
I saw those at the store
Because the
other day,
Baconator was fucking gross, so
Yeah, so these are probably going to be great. Is my guess.
I hope so.
But like the packaging was like it really caught my eye because I'm like I've been eating these fucking sandwiches for so long that I caught it in like the peripheral vision and it's like, oh, I sense a spicy chicken sandwich. It's like fucking Obi-Wan on the Death Star.
have you had their jalapeno popper?
I have not.
It's a spicy chicken sandwich with like cream cheese jalapenos and
Is it
it's
good?
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Oh, I'm already got into it.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's a lot better than the Baconator.
It is a lot better than Bacon,
It does taste like a chicken sandwich, a spicy chicken sandwich.
which is kind of weird.
I like the spice, but the fact it tastes like chicken.
I know.
is a little.
But that makes me think of ramen. Because that's the ramen I typically eat is the chicken ramen,
Okay.
and it's that
flavor.
that chicken
Yeah,
flavor.
it is.
Because I don't know, everybody's like me and has a little bit of the chicken powder, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I do.
I make my ramen in the worst possible way.
Do you do it my way, which is probably the same?
I don't know. I boil the noodles.
Yep.
I drain off every drop of water.
Yep.
Put the powder in.
Yep.
Soak it in soy sauce and mix it up.
Whoa! You brought it to the next level with soy sauce. I do that shit, but I don't do the soy sauce. That is the worst possible way. I thought
So much sodium. It is such a terrible thing, but it's so goddamn good. I mean, I don't like put like half a cup of soy sauce. I mean, I've got one of those little restaurant bottles that has the little
yeah.
spout.
Enough liquid to break down the powder.
I'm going to choke to death now.
on a Wendy's spicy chicken Pringle.
That'll be on my gravestone.
Cause of death. Yeah.
Anyway,
What's your flavor?
beef.
Beef, Tyler, shrimp. Are you a shrimp boy?
Chili and shrimp.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like chicken. We're like the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Sure. I've always said
Ramen
that.
boys.
Yeah, we're all like we all a little different. Like the Mean Girls. We all pick different Mean Girls. We all pick different ramen flavors. But we're still friends because we can get over our differences
It's true.
and cross those party lines.
And play Operation Logic Bomb together.
Man, do you want to talk about this game already?
Let me tell you a couple of things
Please.
before we get there.
Jesus, please.
Because I've had kind of a fucking weird week. And so I told you Cohen's birthday was this past Sunday, right before Labor Day. Tuesday, he and his sister are taking. My daughter-in-law has a daughter from a previous marriage.
Okay.
Who is she's like 12.
Okay.
I'm not going to say her name.
Please don't. Chris Holland.
Every other weekend she comes to stay with them, and then my daughter-in-law will take her to school before bringing Cohen to our house.
Okay.
Before she goes to work.
Okay.
This past couple days ago, day after Labor Day, they hit somebody that pulled out in front of them, had a wreck.
Can we pause for just a second? I'm so sorry, but I do want to point out, Tyler, you tried to get us to start talking about Operation Logic Bomb right before pouring a bunch of tequila.
Mm-hmm.
You madman.
Mm-hmm.
You madman. All right, sorry. I just heard Tyler opening that tequila. Is it good? Have you had this before? Oh,
Oh, that was good.
man, that sounds like an OnlyFans page. What's the brand on that?
This is Espelon.
Made from
Got a cool
espers.
skeleton riding a chicken with a lance.
I do like that.
That's what everybody told me that for the price. Like this is a very good tequila.
That's a good
so
one.
I've been enjoying tequila more and more. Like I think I prefer it more than other spirits.
Nice.
So I'm gonna drink tequila with this coconut bai because Ian, the screwball that was provided I saw a TikTok about mixing it with this truly wild berry for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich drink. It's not really working for me.
Is that a symbol of female reproductive organs on the Screwball label? What is that?
The sheep?
Oh, is that a sheep? I see.
No, I could see how you would get uterus from
Failed that, Rorschach. All right, I'm sorry, Ian. They hit somebody.
Yeah, someone pulled out in front of them and they hit at like 45 miles an hour.
Good
It was rough. And Cohen was in the back. Everybody's fine.
Good.
Mandy has a couple fractured ribs from the seatbelt
Doing
slamming
its
against
job.
the seatbelt. Yeah. They were, of course. It was at 7:00 in the morning. We hadn't even gotten out of bed yet. Tanya's phone rings. Of course, it's panic time. She's freaking out because Mandy's calling Tanya to say, "Hey, we were in a wreck." That's always Tanya's biggest fear. So anyway,
Sure. It's fucking cars are dangerous,
and Gage was at our house staying, and we ended up waking him up, and I got in my wife's car, went out to the site of the accident. Cohen was there. Of course, he was crying. He was upset.
Sure.
His big sister was crying. She was terribly upset. Mandy was shaking. She was on the phone with. It was a mess. Everyone's okay. That car did an amazing job of protecting them. Their airbags deployed, which apparently as soon as they hit, Cohen freaked out and screamed, "We're dead!" Like he was terrified.
Yeah.
Of course,
Man.
But as a 5-year-old, a new 5-year-old, his way of coping is he had his Switch in his hand, his brand new Nintendo Switch.
The Switch Lite.
Flew out of his hand.
Oh, Jesus.
But it's okay.
Good.
And he just kept saying, well, at least my Switch is okay because it's got a screen protector on it. Pappy put a screen protector on it, and that means it's going to be okay. And
Yeah.
I dug it out of her purse because it had flown out of his hand and into her purse somehow. You know, like Rex, you just don't know where everything's going to go. Of course, everybody was doused in Mandy's giant mocha coffee drink. So that's all we could smell. I found it. I took it out of the bag and hit the power button, and mercifully it came on, and he was thrilled about that.
Sure. That would have been fucking awful.
I mean, 2 days after your birthday,
Yeah.
the best gift you've ever gotten, destroyed. I would have done whatever it took
To get
go
another
buy
one.
a new
Yeah,
one.
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Before we go home,
Yeah.
we're going to Walmart.
Yeah, right. Yes. You can get them cheap on Marketplace too.
Right,
by the way.
right.
Like it's crazy. They're like the same prices, like because the prices on like Vitas and 3DSs and shit keep going up. You can get a Switch Lite on Marketplace for like the same price as like 10-year-old hardware.
Right. There you go. So anyway, they're okay. Everything's fine. She got a pretty good. Of course, there were insurance issues with the person that she hit. But she had good coverage on her vehicle, and they're giving her money. She's going to get another car.
Good.
Oh, that's fine. I just want to get that out there in case anyone sees a post a week from now that says they were in a wreck. That happened on the 7th of September, and they're doing fine.
Yeah.
Everybody's good. So we had that happen. Then, I mean, from that point, it's pretty much just been weird other stuff. I don't have a whole lot. You know, I said I had a lot to get off my chest, but I did
Drink a little more, a little easier.
I did finish, or I'm almost finished with Cowboy Bebop.
Nice. So
I saw
started
you
that.
post a picture. I was like, oh, Ian's on that jam now. Sweet.
I'm almost done with it. I really like it.
It's really good.
It's fucking
Yeah,
great.
it's
I
really
mean,
good.
I did not know what I was getting into.
Yeah.
I was just told by Captain Gun Nerd, which I've got a little piece of news about him, by the way.
Okay.
But he told me to watch Cowboy Bebop. I did. I've got like 3 more episodes to finish, and then isn't there a movie?
There is a movie. Yeah.
I may watch the movie after that, obviously,
Yeah.
and then I'll be good. And now Gage, people are starting to talk to me about anime because
Yeah.
I'm starting to get into it. Now,
Sure.
I've missed out on so much. Gage wants me to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion.
It's a good one.
Which I'll just do next.
It's a
I'm at
good
the
one.
point now where I'm not even watching the shit I had been planning on watching because
Yeah.
I'm watching new anime.
Hey, welcome to my world. I live here.
So I really dig it. I love the style of Cowboy Bebop. I
Yeah.
love the music. I love how funny and random it is.
Yeah.
Edward is one of my favorite characters
That's great.
ever.
Yeah.
Love Edward.
Not in the first season of the Netflix show though.
I don't know about Ed in the first season of the Netflix show.
Yeah, Ed's not.
Oh, Ed's not in it.
Ed's not in
Ed's
it.
not
First
in it.
season, yeah.
They
I
just
knew
put
that.
Ein in it without Ed.
Yep.
Yes.
Guys,
I know. Well, here's what's fucked up.
Guys.
I mentioned this to John. You mentioned Ein. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew that you had a corgi named Ein.
Right.
I didn't know. I thought it was Ein, as in AYN, like Ayn Rand,
Right.
the
yeah.
author.
Yeah, you know me. Big Ayn Rand.
Well, maybe it was a college
Got really
thing.
into Bioshock, started reading Ayn Rand. Like, yeah.
I don't know.
Right. No, sure.
I get into watching. I start watching Cowboy Bebop, and they get this corgi. I'm like, oh look, it's a corgi. Dave likes corgis. His name is Ein. Oh, I get it now. So, anyway, yeah, I really like the show.
Good. Yeah, it's a good one. I will say that I really like Neon Genesis Evangelion, but it's going to be a shift. Right?
I know,
That's a
okay.
shift
I
in
don't
gears for sure.
I'm good like that.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
good. I'm going to try it. I mean, if
Yeah.
I won't hesitate to back away if I don't like it, but
Man, Eva,
I've heard it's good.
dude, it's one of those shows where it's like Nikki and I were going through Netflix, and you know how they show like a little like a little snippet
Yeah.
as you're going through. I was like, oh yeah, I just happened to go over Neon Genesis Evangelion, and it was like I just started watching the preview, and it was like a scene that I really like, and it was like, all right, we're gonna get into this, and then it was like 4 episodes later, it's like, oh yeah, what are we gonna watch? We're gonna watch something, and she's asleep, and it's like, oh,
Okay.
I guess I'm just gonna continue to watch this then.
Well, I read up on it a little bit just without trying to spoil things for myself, but it looks I'm interested, so I'm going to give it a shot.
It's cool. It gets weird for sure. And then I'm not current on all like the new stuff.
Okay.
Like I'm not current on that at all. Like essentially my Neon Genesis Evangelion experience ends with like the fucking anime, and then the old anime, and then the original end of Evangelion. I think that's pretty much it. That's all I've watched. But I hear the new stuff is like really good and like takes care of a lot of the problems in the original.
Okay.
But also adds like different shit, I guess, to be like, what the fuck about?
Right.
So,
Well, I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see.
Cool.
But I'm enjoying the fact that I'm enjoying anime.
yeah.
Yeah.
And getting into some stuff that I overlooked. I told you that the second thing I ever saw that was ever anime was Legend of the Overfiend.
Right.
And I think that just sort of
Yeah.
set me off away from
Right.
it. Like, is this all this shit is? I'm not interested. I didn't give it enough. I didn't have anyone to tell
Yeah.
me, try this, try this, try this.
Sure.
So now it's nice to be able to watch it and say, oh, this is really good.
The
And
flip
I
side,
enjoy it.
I watched Legend of the Overfiend, and I was like, is there more of this somewhere? I would like to learn more.
Now I could watch it and probably feel differently, but when I first saw it, it was on the big screen at
Oh,
the Kentucky
Jesus
Theater,
Christ.
and I had no real
Oh, you watched it in
exposure.
public?
Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
I had no real
That's
exposure
rough.
to that shit before, so
Yeah.
I was put off a little by like,
Sure.
this ain't my thing.
Yeah.
You know? But anyway, all's well with that.
Did I tell you about reaching Melissa with some anime?
No.
Recently?
No.
Because she
Congrats.
is very like cartoons are for kids.
Yeah, yeah. I
She
remember you
doesn't.
saying that.
I was like, why can't you? She's like, I don't know. It just feels like there are no rules. I don't like that. Like she normally likes dark, gritty dramas. That's just the kind of television she likes.
She might like Cowboy Bebop.
She
She might.
I had her years and years ago watch the first episode. She's like, that was okay. So I was like, okay, there are 2 episodes of Naruto. 2 episodes of Naruto. That's all I want
I think
you to
there
watch.
are more than that.
There's just
Tyler.
2. That's all Naruto is. Nar and Uto. That's 2 episodes. That's it.
If there were 2, I think I could handle it.
I was like, of all the episodes there are 2 I want you to watch, and that's it. She's like, I was like, that's it. That's all I want you to watch. Okay.
The very first episode, and then the episode where Naruto and Sakura kiss. Sasuke, sorry.
Sasuke. The soccer one never. Yeah,
That doesn't. Yeah.
So I told her, I explained to her, like, so Naruto, in this, he's a child. This is about his parents. And I explained to her, like, the 9 tails is sealed inside his mother. These beasts are the equivalent to, like, nuclear bombs. They've given to each one to different ninja nations, so they're all on equal footing. So there can be some semblance of peace. It's like, but they can only be sealed and passed along inside these
Sort
people.
of a mutually assured destruction kind of thing.
Pretty much. So it is the 2 episodes are the day Naruto is born. And spoilers, anybody just fast forward a few minutes if you don't want to be spoiled. But you also find out in Naruto, like, the day he's born is also the death of his parents. So his father is the 4th Hokage. His mother is the Jinchuriki. She's the bearer of the nine-tailed fox.
She's Vegeta.
She's Vegeta.
It turns out.
So, but whenever like she gets pregnant, the then 3rd Hokage is like, all right, so we've learned, because he used to be married. The 1st Hokage was married to the bearer of the Nine Tails back then. Like, well, during childbirth, the seal loosens and it could get away. So
that's a metaphor for something. During childbirth, the seal loosens.
So they have to go and they like find a top secret place for her to give birth, and they have all the sealing specialization ninja ready to try to reseal it and keep it from bursting out. So she has Naruto, Minato, who is the 4th Hokage, is holding him, or it's a good moment. Then all of a sudden, somebody attacks, kidnaps Naruto, and undoes the sealing and frees the nine-tailed fox, which then goes on to destroy the village. And Minato and his wife, okay, we have to stop this guy. So, and yada yada yada. They figure out how they don't know who this person is, and find a way to stop him. But now they have to stop the Nine Tails, which is destroying everything. So Minato does a special jutsu to cut the fox in half into its yin and yang chakra. He seals half of it inside himself.
4.5 tails.
Yep. So at the cost of his life. But he's like, I don't know what to do about the other half. So, they turn around and they're about to get Naruto and try to get away from it when the fox then rears back his claws and skewers the 2 parents, because they block because they see like, if they're going to seal me inside this kid, fuck that. So then when he goes to try to kill the baby, tries to kill Naruto, they jump in front of him and stop the claw right before it gets to me.
Right.
And then the chains come over and he starts being sealed away. But as a bloody claw through his 2 parents, his mother's in front and is crying and saying her goodbyes. It's an emotional scene, and I wanted her to see it.
Yeah.
So I showed it to her, and that's the first time anime is like, I looked over at her and she like pulled a pillow up to her face. I was like, yeah, you fucking felt something from this adult cartoon.
Yeah.
So
it's fucking good.
Anime do be like that.
I have
Yeah.
a question. Should I watch Neon Genesis or Naruto?
Dude, watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Because I'm watching it right now based on Tyler's recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
You'll blow through it fast, but we'll have something to talk about because that shit is really, really good. It's
Okay.
really, really good. Nikki and I are about halfway through, and we've fallen off a little recently because sometimes doing the anime lunch is a bit like panicky because it's like we got to get everything fucking like done,
So you have time to watch.
right?
Yeah.
So the last couple days we've just been chilling, but we're gonna get back on it. The shit's real good.
Okay.
The shit's real good. It's
We'll
real good.
talk.
Okay.
Naruto, you almost have to watch strategically. Because granted, yes, it's over. Naruto Shippuden, that's the same anime about Naruto. It's done. But half of Naruto, you don't even have to watch.
Oh, is that right?
It's filler.
Just
so
filler.
like the first, if you kind of can watch around the unnecessary filler and just watch strategically, you can get through it a lot quicker because it is about, it's like 1,000 episodes all in all,
Yeah.
everything tied together.
I really liked what I watched, but I don't think I would go back just because of the it's a Garth Brooks, and it's like, yeah, I don't know.
But I fucking love it. Naruto is like, Naruto was a game changer for me in like how I am as like a DM and storytelling, and
Okay.
like it is a pivotal anime for me. But it is.
I'll put it on the
lot.
list. I'll put it on the list. We'll see. Yeah, I may do the Full Metal Alchemist.
Brotherhood's really good.
Brotherhood's real fucking
really good. And the reason I think you blow through Brotherhood is because if Nikki and I had more time when we watch it, because there have been days where it's like my mom has had Henry or something, and it's like we'll start watching it because it's like every fucking episode ends on a cliffhanger, like every single one, and it's just like, we got to stop watching these because it's like, we're going to have to go pick Henry up. But like we watched 6 of them, and it's like they're just hard to stop because
Where
it's
are
like,
they? Where are they at?
Like, how do you mean?
Where can I watch them?
We're watching them on Hulu, I think, but they're also, I think they might be somewhere else too.
They're probably on Crunchyroll.
I'm
And you
sure they
can watch
probably
Crunchyroll
are
for
on
free.
Crunchyroll.
There's a fuck ton of ads, but you can get
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about upgrading my Disney Plus to the Hulu Disney package thing for $5 more a month. I may do that and then just use Hulu.
Yeah, I like Hulu. I mean, we've
I don't.
been watching anime on Hulu, but I
The
mean,
only thing I didn't like about it, especially back in the day, was there was only 5 episodes of a show available, like
Right.
the last 5 episodes, and
Right.
that kind of pissed me off.
Sure.
But I may do that. It may be worth $5 extra a month just to go down there, and that way I can watch it too.
they've got a good anime selection.
Do they?
Like,
Okay.
and Netflix does too, which is wild. It was like I was having a conversation, I guess, with a Twitch chat like a few weeks back in Nikki, where it's like it is wild to me how mainstream anime is now compared to like when I was in high school watching it, because it's like, holy shit, anime was hard. It was a hard thing to come by.
Suncoast or get the fuck out.
Or
Or you're
bootleg.
ordering it. Dane used to order his from Japan.
Yeah,
like
imports.
he has thousands and thousands and thousands of discs with anime on.
Yeah, and bootleg VHS. I
Yeah.
dabbled in that shit, and I mean, it's like
It just wasn't.
I feel like
common.
Toonami was the gateway. Like,
Toonami for sure.
I mean,
yeah.
really, that's why some people love Dragon Ball Z, because it was
Yeah.
like that was your first exposure for a lot of people.
Yeah.
like being mainstream on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, it's just wild to me now that it's like very popular. It's very popular.
It's
now,
very
yeah.
appealing.
The
to
girls
me
tell me
now,
about what
too.
they watch
Yeah.
and stuff on,
And I love that it is
on Netflix. Yeah.
I'm not being definitely not being shitty
No,
about it. I
no.
love that it's popular because it's like readily available. We can watch all this shit easily.
Video
That's
games
great.
are popular now. It's like all the shit that we liked a long time ago. Everybody's like, "Oh, you guys are Reddit's are awesome, bro." It's like whenever I was trying to tell Brandon how awesome video games were, and he didn't believe me until he saw you playing them because he thought you were cool. And he's like, "Oh, Tyler's not a fucking dorky idiot."
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm just the same dorky idiot, honestly.
Yeah,
Me
so-
too. I'm actually dorkier now than I was then, just because I like this stuff now more than I did then.
Yeah,
It's more appealing.
and I'm less fit than I was then.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
there's that too.
I'm less fit than I was yesterday. I was going to say something about John.
Yeah,
He's fine too.
good.
Um,
They didn't hit John, did they?
No.
I was about to say.
no,
that
but
was
they did hit a friend's, like, girlfriend's daughter. Like, a friend of mine showed up at the rack.
Oh, God.
He worked with Tanya when she was working for this lawyer's office. He shows up. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? And he's like, that's my girlfriend's daughter. It was definitely her fault. And he's like, but he's like working towards becoming a lawyer. Like, he was a paralegal for the longest time. He's working towards becoming a lawyer, and he's like giving me all this advice, like, okay, you need to take them to go get X-rays just in case, because there might turn up something wrong, and you've only got so much time to make a claim. La 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 la. He's going through the whole thing, being really cool about it. But no, it wasn't John that they hit. However, John did hit me with some news about apparently come Monday, which is by the time this publishes, it will have been 2 days ago. John's National Guard unit's being deployed
Oh, fuck.
for COVID relief.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
I don't
all
think
right.
I don't know what type of
Yeah.
shit he's going to be doing. He doesn't know what he's going to be doing. He doesn't know where he's going to be going. It might be local. It might be on the other side of the state. I don't know. But he is going to be gone for a minimum of 30 days and possibly longer, depending on what they decide to do with his unit. So our boy's been activated, unfortunately, and will not be in touch. So
Shit.
wanted you guys and everybody else that loves and knows John to
Yeah.
know that
Thanks for-
he's going, and just think about him, and hopefully he'll write me letters and I can read them on the show.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
please.
Yes.
Please, John, who's definitely not listening to this because you all have been deployed when this comes out.
Oh, I bet he is.
Yeah.
I bet he is, because there probably ain't a whole lot to do.
Smuggling it,
once
smuggling TADPOG in.
I think they let him have their phones.
Oh, he's good then.
Yeah.
He'll be driving, so
Fuck, deploy me.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're doing, but again, just letting you guys know in case I'm going out with him Saturday night. We're gonna go get some beers with some friends at work.
Nice.
And I'm sure he would be fine if y'all wanted to come too. But
I'll be with you, John.
we just hope you're doing all right, buddy. And I hate that, but you're the right guy for the job. I know you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no doubt.
So anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you.
That is way better than like that could have gone.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I would if it were something bad.
Yeah.
I would not have done it on this fucking.
As you were talking, I was trying to convince myself of that. But
saw that
the
look
longer
on
you
your
kept,
He
the
wouldn't
lo-
do
yeah,
this.
you're right.
He would know. He wouldn't do this.
He knows I hate editing.
I saw the look on your face, and I knew what you were thinking. But
Yeah.
no, I would not deliver horrible news about our best friend
Right.
over this show. I would tell you before, give you a chance to
Good.
cope with that.
Well,
But no.
I
And
thought
then
maybe it was like.
I mean,
Some people might think it's bad news, but some people might think it was good news.
it's not great news. I don't
One of
like
those.
it. I don't like
Yeah.
that he's going to be gone. I'm going to miss him anyway, but I'm going to miss him at work too because he's
I bet.
obviously we work well together.
Yeah.
He's a very valuable resource for me at work, especially. So it's going to suck to know that he's gone for at least a month.
Right.
I'm hoping that this deployment keeps him from having to do that once a month thing. Like maybe they count again. I'm hoping that counts against those days, so maybe he won't have to go once a month for the weekend to train and do all that shit.
That would be nice.
But yeah. Anyway, no, he's okay. Everything's fine.
Good.
He's just going to be playing soldier for a while.
All right.
Being a soldier, not playing a soldier. So there you have it.
We love you, John.
We do.
Hard pivot. I have a package.
Nice.
Sweet.
Don't want to start talking about this video
Speaking
game.
of thick packages,
We could do this video game in 5 minutes.
We really could.
We could do it in less than 5 minutes.
We really could.
is that a challenge?
I mean, we got a little time to kill, so we might want to make it go a little longer than that. But
Oh, we got a quiz, I'm sure.
we do have a quiz.
A Ross milking update, hopefully.
I've got. This is the package from Chris Murray that I have been meaning to bring.
I like
for
boxes
2
shaped like that.
episodes. They're boxes shaped like this. There's a letter. Tyler reads the letters on this show, so I'll pass that on down.
I read one once.
You read this one?
Drew.
You want to
I
read
think
this
it was from
one?
Drew.
And
I
you read
can.
one from John, too.
I did. I read one from John. I don't care. And who is this from?
This is from Chris Murray, and this will determine his title, as we mentioned last
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
We decreed.
Okay. Hey, TADPOG. It's just a punk. Honk at your boy.
I'll get you, boy.
Found some more Saturn games that I must have missed the first time I rounded all that stuff up and sent it over to you. Dragon Force. That's a band.
Dragon Force, it's a band?
They play Through the Fire and Flames. That song that.
Yeah, on Guitar Hero
that's the
or
name of,
Rock Band?
Yeah, that's the name of the band.
Okay, I didn't know that. I never
Anyway.
paid attention to that.
Dragon Force and Albert Odyssey are way too good, so I had to ensure you had them. There are 2 others in there too. That's all I got. The was written in here. That wasn't me.
Confirmed.
It says that's
2.
all I got.
2 other
Okay.
discs. Road Rash
Okay.
and Romancing
Romancing
the
Saga.
Stone, Romancing the Stone.
Sex 4.
Oh,
I think it says Romancing Sex 4. I'll pass it around the table. We can all weigh in on this. I mean, it's written in Sharpie, so literally it could be anything, but I'm pretty sure it says Romancing Sex 4.
it's Romancing Sage 4.
Saga.
Saga.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
it says sex, you
It
guys.
does say Sage.
I mean, not all sex is romantic, am I
but
right?
it's Saga.
You're not wrong.
But I think it's Sage because I am Wiz and Sage. Ian. That's all I got. Sorry I don't have any weird food to add to your ever-growing pile of randomness, but
That's okay.
enjoy the games. I guess I can give you a random thought experiment a la
Please.
Ross Rachel Green
Please.
to add to my package. So,
All right. Hit it.
would you rather live in a world where all food must have hot sauce on it and a decent amount of it, or that hot sauce is wiped from existence and can never be used again?
Okay, define a hot sauce. It's really important. Like,
It says
if I order sesame chicken, for example, is the sauce is that considered a hot sauce, or is that just like, well, this is just sesame chicken?
Well, I would just
Or is he saying, is it have to be one specific hot sauce on everything?
If that's the case,
everything has Tabasco.
Every food, all food must have hot sauce on it, and it doesn't say whether or not. It doesn't say whether or not it is a single hot sauce type or brand.
Okay.
It just says all food must have a decent amount of hot sauce on it.
Okay.
It's an oatmeal cream pie. Gets hot sauce.
But that ruins so much food.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if everything has hot sauce, then nothing has hot sauce. That is just food.
But our generation would struggle with that.
Yeah.
It's like the future generations who would
Where it's
grow
just,
up and
that's
be
just
it's
food.
normal.
There's somebody beautiful who has something. Oh,
That's
okay.
a beautiful someone.
She was trying to motion to me like, "Don't say
a
I'm
beautiful
here," but I'm
someone.
gonna say it's here.
Hey! What's up? How's it going? Good. How are you? I'm good. Do you want to? No. No. Okay. All right.
We're gonna talk about Naruto. I talked about
the episode.
how much you like those 2 episodes. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I've got the answer for myself, which is I'm gonna wipe all hot sauce off the earth because I just don't do hot sauce really anyway.
Sure.
So for me, that's a no-brainer.
But again, is like when you order sesame chicken and it's, got that sauce that's not like a bottled hot sauce poured over it. It's just like how it's made. Is that hot sauce or what's the...
I think it would be on top of.
In my
whatever
head,
it is.
everything automatically has Tabasco on it. This is the way I took that.
Yeah, something
Every
like
single
that.
food.
That's how I took it.
But
too.
wait, no, it's the would you rather, the other side of that.
The other side of it is no hot sauce ever at all.
Right, and that's
So
what I'm
is
saying. It's like
sesame-
sesame chicken. I don't put
Oh, like
Tabasco
General-
on
like
sesame
General's chicken.
but it's a hot sauce, is it
Right.
not?
So nothing's spicy anymore.
So that's my question: are we talking bottled hot sauce, or are we just talking about shit ain't made the way it fucking used to be
Oh
made?
yeah, because you make a good point because General Tso's chicken would suck without that sauce.
Right, it's not
It's
right,
just chicken,
but it's not hot sauce. It's a spicy sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then
I would imagine either everything is spicy or nothing is spicy under any context.
well, then nothing is spicy.
Yeah.
I mean, I like spicy food a whole lot, but I also like Pop-Tarts and shit. So actually, I don't really like Pop-Tarts, so never mind. Spicy it up.
I would rather. I mean, I love spicy too. So I would say, yeah, get rid of all of it and let's embrace sour. Everything. The challenge food is then everything becomes sour.
All right, I love it. You guys want to take a pizza break? We got
Let's
pizza.
take- let's
You want to
take
take a pizza
5.
break? All right, pizza break.
Take 5 to eat pizza.
We're back.
The thing about coming back from a pizza break is always I can smell it in my beard. So until I take a shower, I'm gonna smell that pizza in my beard.
I have to wash my face after like literally every meal. Kind of sucks.
Yep.
Gotta clean out the old cookie duster.
Yeah, it also really sucks when I was sick and had a lot of congestion. I was blowing my nose a bunch.
Oh yeah.
That sucked a lot
Had a
too.
lot of beard snot.
Spider webs all over your face.
Yeah.
See, I think pizza is always the worst thing that gets in my beard. And it's just I smell that old pepperoni
Yeah.
grease just right there.
I don't know, man. I had I had cheesy potato soup today, and that one was fun.
Lingered, I bet.
That one stayed around. Yeah, I washed my face immediately,
Yeah.
so that's fun. Chris Murray, just a punk. Thanks for the Sega Saturn stuff. Title:
Dragon Force.
Dragon Force. Chris Murray.
Oh shit. Does he like Saturn games? Is that his thing?
He does like Saturn games.
Because there's Pat the NES punk, so he could be
Chris, the Saturn punk.
Saturn punk.
I do like that a lot.
Sounds good, yeah.
Mr. Saturn,
Mister. I'm good with that.
Earthbound, that shit.
Mr. Saturn punk.
Mr. Saturn punk. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Bequeathed.
New title. Bam. I hope we didn't give you a title already and just forgot about it. That's my biggest fear. And we probably have, but Mr. Saturn is going to stick.
I mean, just a punk, right? Isn't that kind of a title, or is that his thing?
That's his thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's his
Okay.
thing.
Then Mr. Saturn.
Mr. Saturn.
Okay.
You gotta play Earthbound.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Dude, it's so good.
Play it with Tyler. It'll make a difference. Seriously. Yeah, because I don't think I would like it as much like if I hadn't played it like with Tyler sitting next to me. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Made a huge difference. Good game, but I don't think I would have appreciated. Like I wouldn't have liked it as much playing it alone.
Yeah.
You know.
How does Earthbound stack up against something like
Oh boy.
Operation Logic Bomb?
You zagged. You zagged on me. Oh man, that's good. Well, let's start with what they have in common.
Pretty close.
You ready to get into Operation Logic Bomb?
I'm ready to get it over with.
You mean Geometry Contra? Sure.
Geometry Contra?
Top-down Geometry Contra?
Yeah. Have either of you guys played Alien Syndrome? It came up in chat when I was streaming it. I haven't played it, but apparently it's similar. I meant to check it out, but I honestly put more. So I streamed Operation Logic Bomb and didn't get very far. I may or may not have pre-partied. I tend to pre-party before stream, and it usually makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does.
I got super lost in the game. And was
Yeah,
like,
you did.
I was like, I don't know what's going on.
It's very easy to do since it's all just the Technodrome.
Yes.
Kinda.
Yes.
Unless you find the map to download.
Even with the map, I feel like it's super easy to get lost. Because I played it today because I was like, man, I feel like I need to give Operation Logic Bomb its fucking due and play this game sober as fucking sober.
Yeah.
And see how I do. And I didn't get lost that easily this time, but I still got lost. My problem with that is that it's like all the fucking levels look the fucking same, and you're going between
do.
like levels.
Unless
and
it's like
back and
one of
forth,
the outside levels.
2
Right.
or a 4. All right, there's 3.
literally
it all looks the same.
Literally, the only way you know is if you find the number that's
Number
like
on the floor
that's spray
by the
painted on the floor.
Yeah.
teleporter. Well, I kept thinking too, because above and below every teleporter, it had an in at the top and an out at
Like
the
you were
bottom.
gonna
Right.
change.
And I thought maybe if I go up,
Right, me too. I did the
into it,
same shit.
I would go to the previous level, but
Yeah.
nope, it's just
It
a
takes you
one-way
the same
portal.
way,
Yeah. There's no real story to this thing.
There kind of
Is I mean, it is
Right, so
when you started, and yeah,
You want to talk more about what the game actually is first?
Sure.
yeah.
So, I mean, do we want to read from Wikipedia, or do we
You
just
want to do
talk
it?
about it?
I don't care. Whatever you want. Whatever we want to do.
We read Wikipedia.
Okay.
Miller would be sad if we didn't.
All right. All right. Well, of course I hear that sound, which sounds like Miller weeping over the corpse of Final Fantasy IV, which ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Read Some Wikipedia. Guys, Operation Logic Bomb, the ultimate search and destroy.
Ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, technically that is true.
Lots of searching.
Lots of searching.
Known in Japan as Ikari no Yosai, is a 1993 overhead action video game developed and published by Jalico
Jalico.
for the Super NES and Famicom.
What did we just do by Jalico? We just did a game by
Tough
them.
enough.
Tough enough.
Last fucking
Please, Tyler. Tough
Yeah.
Tough enough. You're right. Yeah, yeah.
video. That's right.
It was first released in Japan on April 23rd, 1993, and later unleashed on North America September 1993. So, hey, this is like, hey, we're doing this in September. It could be the anniversary of Operation
Might
Logic
be.
Bomb right here.
Might be.
It's a celebration.
Such a celebration.
Of sorts. Yeah.
Operation Logic Bomb is the second sequel to the Game Boy game Fortified Zone, following the Japan-only Game Boy sequel Ikari no Yosai 2.
What I call my dick now.
The Fortified
My
Zone?
fortified zone.
That's after you baby gold bonded up. It's the Fortified Zone. Although the Japanese version shares the same title as the original Game Boy game, it is not a remake. It was later, I love this. It was later re-released as BS Ikari no Yosai on the Satellaview system. I don't know anything about the Satellaview system. There we go. That's pretty much the gist of it on Wikipedia. I looked for an instruction manual,
I did too.
and this is how hard it is to find. Do you guys know who Peebs is?
No.
Peebs is a streamer on Twitch, and like one of his things is I'm going to put together a database of all the Super Nintendo instruction manuals. because we need a library for this shit.
we do. Something we can look up and
That's
just
cool.
see and not necessarily have to have or pay
Yes.
for.
And through like, it's a huge feat that he's been able to collect and publish online just about every Super Nintendo instruction manual. Whenever like I'm pulling an instruction manual for the show, that's where I go. I head to his page and look for his shit.
When you say just about every...
Just about. I mean, I swear he's lacking like 12. I mean, it's like out of like the 720 some odd Super Nintendo games, he's missing like 12 of
Is
them.
this one of them?
This is one of them. Operation Logic Bomb. This is not a hyperlinked title. So I don't know how much of this is a long way of me saying, I don't know how much of the story is explained
Was
in the instruction
in the
manual.
instruction book, right? Because when you start the game, you start it.
You kind of
just-
do.
You see the...
I just
thing, you
remember
press
hitting start and then you're in it. Yeah.
But
They show that little weird looking animation of...
you're a cyborg, and then they put the skin on you.
Yeah.
And then you're Duke Nukem, essentially, in the
Basically
game. He
Duke
looks like
Nukem.
fucking Duke Nukem.
Yeah, he does. 16-bit Duke Nukem.
16-bit Duke Nukem, yeah.
And then you just get in and you start shooting at shit.
Yeah, it's a top-down shooter.
It's top down. You go and you turn the power on by killing this really weird looking thing attached to a generator or something.
Yeah.
Power comes on. Now all the robots come to life,
Right.
Battlestar Galactica style, and they come after you.
A cross between Daleks and the eye laser things from Zelda.
Yeah.
Popping them everywhere.
The red ones can shoot at you in multiple directions. The gold ones only shoot in one direction, but they're faster, but they're weaker.
I thought all the enemies in this fucking game were too fast.
They were too
Oh, yeah.
fast. They were too, and most of them were too strong. Too many hits to take out. The easiest thing to kill for me was the gold robot guys. They usually took 1 or 2 hits from the standard gun. You can switch between your guns right off the bat. You get either a straight shooting gun.
A machine gun.
A machine
essentially.
gun of
shoots
sorts.
one. It's shoots a stream of bullets.
And when you press B, you switch to the Contra style spread gun.
So it's the spread eagle.
Spread eagle. And then you can pick up
You eventually get like an orange laser.
You get a
that
laser that
reflects off
banks
shit.
off of stuff, which
Right.
is really I liked that weapon.
I feel like
lot.
that's how you're supposed to play the game because the
Yeah.
enemies are so fast and they shoot so many bullets everywhere. Like you have to hide and try to bounce your laser off everything to try and kill the enemies.
It's not terribly powerful,
no,
but if you
nothing
can get
is.
them,
Everything takes too many
I
fucking hits.
don't know. I like the flamethrower a lot.
flamethrower is. I was
Flamethrower.
gonna say, except for the flamethrower,
The
which is
range on
pretty
it
powerful.
sucks, but it worked for my play style where it was just like fucking kick down the door and
Yeah.
set everything on
Well,
fire.
plus
Like-
it could sort of follow a corner, like you
Right.
could shoot through a hole and it would go up.
Right.
Yeah, to get to the first boss, you have to shoot it through a crack in the wall. or
Right.
something.
And that's like, so that's like when I was streaming it and I pre-partied and didn't know what the fuck was going on. That's where I got stuck. I got stuck where this game kind of works like Metroid or really truly more like The Legend of Zelda, that you need a specific weapon or item to progress to the next
So
area.
you destroy a thing that then opens the door into the next area, and it might be behind a small crack in the wall.
Right. And you need a certain weapon like the flamethrower to hit like a circuit box or something.
I
like behind
I
there.
used the laser there,
Yeah.
even though it was hard to find an angle.
Dude, I could not find an
I
angle.
just did the stick back and forth, and it just kept shooting tiny little versions of the laser would bounce in there enough times.
No
to hit
shit.
It. But
I
it was complicated. I didn't have the flamethrower yet.
See, I didn't either the first time, and what really got me frustrated about the game, and I switched. At this point, when I was streaming, I stopped. I was like, nah, I'm not having fun with this, and I finished Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom.
Sweet. There
Thank
you
you,
go.
Kitty Magic, for the help on that. That was a much more enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
But like when I went back today and played it, I had found the flamethrower. So it was like, well, let me just try the flamethrower. And like you're saying, the flamethrower like follow a
It
wall.
kind of curves.
Yeah.
It bounces off the wall just enough to get damage to where you're shooting at.
And it was able to take care of those circuit boxes just fine.
Right,
And
right.
so it was like one of those moments where it's like, oh, I see. So I needed to, in order to get to this section, I needed the flamethrower. In order to do it, I would have had to have backtracked through the previous level, gone through a different exit for that level, found the flamethrower, and then made my way all the way back.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've said this on the show before, and I feel like I've gotten better at
You
tolerating
get a
it.
hint by finding a robot destroyed by the flamethrower.
Right.
Yeah, they show you little video hints at some of the kiosks of what the weapon does,
Right.
or what you got to do next, or something. There's no words, but it's all done in imagery.
And I honestly think that's pretty good storytelling. Like
Yeah.
as like paper thin as the story feels like it is, I feel like they do a good job of showing that story.
Getting you to the point of what you need to do
Right.
next, and maybe what's going on.
There's no scrolling text like there is in
Not
every
one.
fucking Super Nintendo game where it's like, Jesus Christ, I got to read like 8 screens of scrolling text for tough enough. It's like, just fucking fight already.
Yep.
But like in this game, it's like they just kind of drip feed you what the hell's going on. Like you see a scene where it's like you see the scientists in
Yeah.
this building you're in a flashback being overrun by these like extra dimensional crab creatures.
Right.
And it's like, okay, so these crab creatures are involved. Oh shit, the crab I shot at the thing that was on the power kind of looked like one of those. Okay. And then they kind of just drip feed you story this
Yeah.
way. It's not deep.
It wasn't
But-
deep, and it didn't hold my interest. I mainly only did it to see what I got to do next.
Yeah.
Or
The scientists are all clones of the same guy.
Or please,
Yeah.
like, God, please, God, let this kiosk be a health refill station.
For sure.
Yeah.
Which it almost never
It
is.
almost never is,
Oh
yeah.
my God, it just took it out of me.
Yeah.
The damage that you're suffering.
It's tedious. It's
You're
fucking tedious.
constantly getting hit.
It is
almost
tedious.
impossible to maneuver around the hailstorm of, and they come in a pattern, but some of them can track you, and it's just impossible. And before you know it, you're down to like 1/3 of your health, and that was just against 3 robots.
Yeah.
And you have to line up everything just right.
Yeah.
Like even if you're using your regular gun, you have to be on just the right, because you're not shooting directly in front of you all the time. You're slightly off to the left, or
And
it's
that's
just
the-
it's
yeah,
tedious and it's
yeah.
overly precise, and everything is very fast. But you,
Tedious is a really, really, really good word to
Yeah.
use for this game.
They don't
It
give
is
you any
tedious.
extra lives that I could find. You get 3 continues. When you die,
No passwords,
there's
no
passwords,
nothing,
no
no
nothing.
save.
It's essentially a roguelike in a way, I guess you could say, because you go in and you just have to start over, except for the fact that you don't retain any of the shit.
Right.
you
That yeah, I
went-
mean it's essentially
right. It's
just
you're just starting over.
You're starting
and at that
over, yeah.
point, I did that a couple of times, and yeah, sure, I got a little farther each time, but I didn't want to anymore.
Yeah,
I
by the-
didn't want to try anymore.
Yeah. By the time I got to like today when I was playing it, I put like this is honestly a pretty short game. Like I didn't finish it, but like I was like and maybe put an hour and 10 minutes into it, died, and then like pulled up a YouTube video and was like, how far did I get into this game? And it's like, oh, there's one more area after this boss that I
Okay.
died at. It's short. And it's like there's a video and like the video on YouTube is like 34 minutes or something like
Yep.
that. And that's not like I don't think that's like a world record or anything. It didn't have splits or anything like that. It's just
the task speed run had it done in 18 minutes, I think.
yeah. It's just one of those games where it's like
They
it's
make
short
it
if you know
but
what
hard.
but yeah, if you know what you're doing and you've played it a few times, then yeah. I honestly feel like if I could figure out that boss, because I died at a boss twice, which ate up 2 continues and was like, no, this sucks. Because it's like,
Yeah, what's
Now,
next?
I
And I'm
can't-
not going to be able to
right.
continue because they don't give you more continues or more lives.
right. And I
Yeah.
can't progress until I figure out how to beat this boss. But in order to beat this boss, I have to try it multiple times. So
I mean, I would have loved for there to have been, and I say lives in the you only have 1 life. It's just a health bar.
Uh-huh.
I would have liked to have seen a shield that you could get, something that mitigates damage
Anything
a little
defensive, but
bit.
you get
Any
nothing.
kind of defense would have been nice, like anything. But
I
it
guess
just
the only
isn't
defense
there.
thing is eventually you can summon a hologram of yourself that
Right.
enemies will attack.
The
It's the most
decoy.
defensive you get. The decoy.
yeah, and the AI in this game is so fucking stupid. Like the moment I got that decoy, I mean they are fucking dumb. Like I mean you could set it right and you could be right in front of them, set it and walk away, and they're like, that hologram's a real one, and they like all
Every
swarm
time.
on every time. 100%
Which would be
of the
nice
time.
because you get them in a nice clustered area,
Yeah,
and
and
they're
then
not fucking
flamethrow 'em.
shooting at you.
God.
Then you roast them.
God,
So
I
I
love
never
that
got that
flamethrower.
far, but that would have been nice to have something else. Just, I mean, I thought the guns were kind of neat. I
Yeah.
thought The weapons were effective-ish. I liked the banking of the laser.
Yeah.
I liked all that. I thought those were neat
Yeah.
mechanics. I just thought it was too easy to die, and then not
yes.
enough was given to you to like incentivize you to continue because you're like,
Yes.
well, fuck.
Without enough tools to make this game strategic, it turns into tedium.
Yeah.
Because you
It
need
is
a proper
tedious. It
balance.
is.
And it's also, I think a lot of this could be fixed with like, if you slow the enemies down and add more of them. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
can
all
see
of a
that.
sudden it's like take the enemy speed, make them 75% as fast as they are. Because like most of the enemies are literally the same speed as you.
Yes.
And that's a problem because once they're on you, they are on you and they stay on you until you are dead. There is nothing you can do to get them off
Yep.
unless you have the decoy, which is the second to last item you get in the game.
Right.
Yeah, the mines and the decoy I didn't get to, which sound fun, but they're the end of the fucking game.
Well,
like,
Yeah.
and the laser had a pushback. So if someone was running up at you and you just got them point blank
Sure.
with the laser, it would keep them off of you
Sure.
while you kill them.
And
but at the same
yeah.
time, they're probably
They're
fucking
already on
shooting
you.
at you.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
shooting
you're
at
taking
you,
hits the whole time.
and you're looking at your health and it's gone. It's like
Right.
fuck.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, well, this up here, I'll probably be able to refill my health before I go fight this boss. No, you can't. Sorry. You want to go. Oh, and you can only use a health refill station
One
once,
time.
and it's done.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're not giving me. I understand challenging. This is just
Sure.
unfair.
Well, at least
It felt like an arcade game meant to steal your quarters.
It really did.
it does. It really
really did.
has an arcade vibe to it for sure.
It does, and I could have seen this in the arcade with one of the shoot in all directions just like you can, and I mean I could see that
Trying to
being a quarter
position
muncher for
myself
sure.
was too hard. Like I needed like a joystick and some kind of a
Oh,
a
dude,
different button
yeah.
so you could like pivot and turn around and try to bank, but just trying to get the right trajectory and shit.
No shit, man. There needs to be a button in this game where you can just stay the fuck still
And
and,
shoot
turn around
in a circle.
Yep.
Because, like,
Yeah.
as far as I could tell, it did not exist. The L button, the L shoulder button, lets you strafe, which is like I use that constantly because otherwise it's just you can't run away from something and
Oh, I
shoot
don't
it
think
at
I
the same
knew
time.
that. I think
It's-
I knew
Yeah,
it, but I
I didn't
never
know that.
tried. I looked at the controls and I forgot to
It's
try
essential.
to strafe.
It's essential because it's like I'm constantly running away from everything because they're so fast.
Mm-hmm.
But the only way to walk backwards and shoot at them at the same time is to hold that button down. Otherwise, you're facing the other direction and they're just shooting you in the ass.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Well, yeah, that might have helped a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point.
But
I didn't know that.
there's still, it would be amazing if they're like the R shoulder button, which was the first one I tried. I was like, is this the button that lets you stay in one spot and rotate while shooting? No, it's not. It does nothing. So that would have been great because it does suck when it's like they're so fast. The enemies are so fast and you're trying to line up a shot as they're rushing you. And it's like, a lot of times it's not possible.
It's not worth it. It's not possible. It's not worth it. I feel like I wanted to like this game. I actually, when I first started, I'm like, okay, yeah, I like a little
Maybe
top-down shooter. I like this.
I expected a puzzler.
Yeah.
Is what I did.
I did
When
too.
saw
Me
this,
too. The
yeah.
title like sort of lends itself to that, which
And-
would have been fine, I guess. You know, maybe.
I honestly think there's too much puzzle in it for me because like that section that I got frustrated where I thought that I needed the flamethrower to get through.
Sure.
I wasn't able. God, I wish I could have got that fucking laser to work. But like that, where it's like, oh great, I have to like backtrack now. Like I hate that shit. Where it's like, and not only like, so I tried it. I was like, okay, I missed an area. I'm gonna go back, and as soon as I go out, the enemies are fucking back. And it's
Yeah.
like, God damn it, I got to fight my way back through to try to find something that maybe is out there. I don't really know.
Yeah, it's like when you leave, they don't respawn unless you leave the level and come back. Yeah, and that was
It sucked. I hated that. I hated, and that was the point where it was like, because I'd already like used two continues, and it was like, nope, time for Princess Tomato because I'm way more interested in that than I am in Operation Logic.
the
Bomb.
frustration came quickly and remained. It just didn't do it for me, and I did want to like this game.
I wanted
because
to
at
like it,
first,
too.
At first, I was having kind of fun with it. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is cool. This is refreshing.
Yeah.
It's kind of easy. Wait, no, it's not easy, and it's impossible. And I can't do this, and I don't have any health, and it just
This could have been a really good game had there just been more. You kept the same basic things, maybe with 2 or 3 additions, and the enemies get more and more and more. Like I would have liked a slowdown function where you could make traps, where you could prop shields, where you could lay like I don't know,
Any sort of defense,
something
would
more
have been
strategic to go through it. Yeah.
Your only defense is you have two defenses: run and shoot.
good. Run and shoot. That's it. And really, shooting isn't a good defense because you can't like shoot the bullets that they fire at you and take them out. They just hit you and you've got to stop to shoot. So it's like, okay, no, I'm out.
I do urge you to try
The strafe
with the
thing.
strafing.
I need to do that
because
sure.
it does make a big difference. I don't think it's going to drastically change your mind about the game, but
well, I might get a little farther with that extra bit of
you definitely will.
advantage.
You
Yeah,
definitely.
that's neat. I knew, like I said, I saw it there, and then I forgot to try it.
Yeah.
I don't always think about the shoulder buttons, even though I know that's kind of a thing on the Super
Right,
Nintendo.
yeah.
I just don't always think about them being there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I may try a little bit with that, but not much.
Yeah.
Not much, just to see how that helps. But
I mean, I guess we're to this point. I don't know. I don't think this is a great game.
No.
it's okay. It's all right, I guess.
It's not as good as Smash TV,
No.
which is
Well,
kind of like the closest thing to it that we've done for this show.
Yeah. I like that game. I always
Yeah.
liked Smash TV.
Yeah.
In the arcade especially. But this was trying to get to that style and just it fell too short.
Yeah.
It didn't have that many flaws. It just they left out things that would have made the game a little more enjoyable.
I thought the enemy design was okay. Like I like those crab things.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was kind of cool. Like a lot of the aesthetic I thought was neat, but like there just wasn't enough variation. I mean, a lot of the enemies are repeated. Like we talked
palette
about.
swaps and
Yeah, that whole laboratory, every single level in that laboratory looks the fucking same.
Yeah,
it
does.
reminded me a drab version of like the 2300 domes in Chrono Trigger.
Yes, right.
Where it's just like burgundy pathways, chrome or
Yep.
silver metallic stuff, and it's just the most convoluted labyrinth you've ever seen that is not functional in any way.
Yeah, dude, even the green, and I know this came out before Chrono Trigger, but like even the green robots in the game gave me the green robot vibes from Chrono Trigger. You know the ones I'm talking about? Like the ones that always reminded me of like I don't know if they are Sentinels in Age of Apocalypse X-Men, but you know those like green robot guys that were in those comics? They always gave me those vibes.
Gotcha.
Operation Logic Bomb.
just kind
It's kind of a bomb.
fell flat, kind of bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a little lower than okay. It's sub okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's okay. And it got pretty good decent reviews when it came out. Like, I mean, they were talking like 80s and 70s, like in that range. And that's something I think we should also keep in mind is it was 93. It's pretty early.
Might have been all right then. It might have, without a higher bar
Yeah.
to set, it might have been okay. And it might not be a bad way to waste a couple of hours on a Saturday night.
It's a rental for sure.
Yeah, definitely a rental.
yeah.
I wouldn't want to own it, especially eventually you're going to beat it and probably not going to want to come back to it, right?
No, I can't imagine. Like, I almost got to the end and don't want to go back to it.
Right.
So, just because I don't want to put another hour into it just to get to that point again, It's just kind of like, and I'm sure I get faster, but it's like, why?
Yeah.
No point. No point. It's
And I mean, Jalico like kind of has a reputation of being a B tier developer, publisher for the Super Nintendo. And I think this is a B tier game. I mean, I don't think there's anything particularly special about it. I also don't think it's horrible. I think it's perfectly fine. I don't think it ages well. But in 93, all right, you could do
Yeah.
worse.
Well, I will tell you about, speaking of top-down shooters, I will tell you about a different top-down shooter that I've been playing this week.
Okay.
That I am in love with. And it was nice because I played Operation Logic Bomb, and then I found this game, and I was like, this is cool as shit. And it kind of scratches that top-down itch for me.
Is it Enter the Gungeon?
No.
That's what everyone's been talking
It's
about.
called Animal Royale.
Oh, okay. Tell me about this. This sounds like it might be up my
I
alley.
think this is a fairly new game. It's called Animal Royale. It's free.
Okay. Is it on Switch?
It's on Switch. It's on multiple systems.
Is it
It's a cross-platform.
Cross-play?
Cross-play.
Oh,
yes,
boy.
and it's baked right in.
I almost hit you up to play some Quake this past week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You might want to try this game and hit me up to play this one.
Okay.
Because this is
Tell me-
all I'm doing
yeah,
right now.
it's a top-down shooter?
It's a battle royale thing. It's Fortnite. Okay, like the style of
I'm out.
No. Listen,
I gotta build shit.
no, not that. It's
Can I play as Mike
PUBG.
Lowry?
Yes, it's PUBG. It's that style of game where you drop in and you find a spot, you collect your weapons, you collect your armor, and then you try to be the last man standing. Right. Except it's all little tiny cute animals.
I don't like that. You get to choose the animal. You get to play.
Yes.
Oh, I'm all about that.
Yeah, you start out with a few types of animals. You got like a
Oh,
fox,
you build your. Oh, start with a fox. Oh,
a bear,
dude.
a cat.
And you unlock new animals
As you
Oh,
go
fucking in.
forward, as you complete levels, there's a whole roster of animals, right?
Oh,
There's
dude.
blue jay, pigeon, raccoon, the
fuck.
whole 9 yards, right?
Let's stop this podcast and play right now.
as you beat levels, as you level up, you collect animal DNA. And
Dino DNA.
Yes, Dino DNA. And as you can unlock the different animals, and there's different versions of each
Oh my
animal.
god.
It's all cosmetic stuff, and of course they have a season pass and they have all
How are
that
they-
shit.
is that how-
but it's free.
how
It's
are-
a free game.
Okay, but how are they making their money?
Season passes.
Season pass.
Cosmetic.
And I am not gonna lie, I bought one just because.
What is it? What does the season pass give you?
Clothing. Now you always start out. You go into the game with a handheld weapon. Does the same. The first weapon you get is a katana, and then you can get other ones like you can get a marshmallow on a stick as your weapon,
right.
or just a bamboo shoot as your weapon or something.
Yeah.
A lollipop is one.
Okay.
It's all cosmetic, and that's the weapon you start with. It doesn't do any damage. It's got hardly. I mean, it does, but the idea is you find better weapons.
Sure.
Obviously.
It's not pay to win; it's just pay to look cool.
Pay to look cool, and
I'm okay with
I
that.
liked some of the things that they had.
Sure.
And I wanted to.
Well-
I wanted to buy them, so I was like, you know what? I've got another thing to talk about with you. By the way, I spent $15 to upgrade it to Super Animal Royale, but it's completely unnecessary.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially if you like the game.
Spending money on something you legitimately enjoy.
You support
it's
the
supporting the
developers, and
developers.
yeah.
Because I totally am. Because the way that this works, it's not first person; it's top down.
Sure.
And it uses the Fog of War engine, so really you can only see. Even though you can see everything on the screen from a top-down view, you can only if someone's running in your direction, you won't see them until they cross in front of you.
Your field of vision.
Or behind you. You
Yeah.
can see behind you. But like as you walk up to buildings, the roof will disappear and you can see what's inside and you can go in and get armor. Or they have a armor repair system. So they've got the small, medium, and large armor, which is like 1, 2, and 3 hits before you actually start taking
Oh, okay.
damage.
Do they affect your speed by any chance?
Not at all.
Okay.
And you buy you don't buy it. You find the armor. You pick up rolls of duct tape, and if you get hit, if you win the confrontation against somebody else, you can use the duct tape to repair your armor.
Okay.
You have a total container of health called super juice or something, and you can collect up to 200 ounces of this stuff. It's just laying around, and you use that to heal yourself when you get hurt.
Can you do it in combat, or is it?
You can, but what happens is you slow down. And
Okay.
if you're healing, you're not shooting.
Okay.
So you got to try to win the confrontation or run away.
Right.
You can, of course, you just walk around. You can crouch and go real slow and quiet, and sneak up on people. And you pull the left trigger and it's like a jump move. It's like a roll.
Okay.
If you just keep doing it, you move fast and you get away from people, and then you can stop to heal or whatever. Get new weapons. There's fucking sniper rifles, shotguns, the whole 9 yards. It's all in there. You can get customized versions of those as you go through the game, different colors. It's easy to learn. It is quick. It is
Yeah.
fun. I mean, the lobby is never longer than about a minute.
How many people are in a match?
64.
64 people in a match.
Yes.
Is it all just one man for himself, or are there team modes?
You can do team mode.
Oh my god!
You
Let's
can
do
do
it.
solo. All I've done is solo.
Oh my God,
You
let's
can have
do
a
it.
4-player team.
Oh Jesus!
And of course, there's this giant eagle with a thing on his back, and you fly into the map, and it shows you the trajectory. You pick where you want to drop in, gather your shit.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, like, if there's a building, like there'll be like a huge movie theater, for example, on the map. when you drop in you can go through the ceiling. You can drop through the ceiling. It just disappears, so you don't have to always drop at the door of a building to go in. You could. So if there's a great big giant building, this guy might drop in over here, and you might drop in over here, and nary the two ever meet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might not.
Is this all pixel art, or like what's the art style like?
I don't know how to describe it. It's not pixel. No, it's like cell shaded almost.
So it's like low poly kind of thing?
Maybe I'll show it to you.
Okay.
And you can tell me what it is. I don't know, but it's fast. It's easy. It's
all right.
fun.
I'm in, man.
It is
I'm
so
sold.
much fun.
I'm sold. Let's do it.
I normally do not care for the battle royale stuff, and I suck at it. The best. I've come in second place, which is
That's really good.
good.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I get killed pretty quick in confrontations. I'm still learning some of the controls and how to aim the best and things like that. But it's just quick and fun and gets you back into the game really quickly.
Good.
So like I don't care that I just
You don't
died.
care that you,
I don't-
yeah.
You know, I've even spectated, but it's just
Let's play, man. This sounds great.
I want everyone to give Animal Royale a shot.
I'm going to give it a shot for sure.
Especially because it's free. I
Yeah.
mean, 'cause if you like it, buy something from these guys because
Yeah.
it is a really
Cool.
neat little game.
Yeah, it sounds
and
great.
It put something back into it for me
Yeah.
after kind of losing it to Operation Logic Bomb.
Yeah.
'Cause I do like top-down stuff.
Yeah.
Like the 1942s and the one I was trying to think of that last time with the two soldiers that walk in and you use the dials, to shoot. I still can't remember. I never looked that up, but
I didn't think to either.
this was refreshing and easy and fun, and I just highly. It's on multiple platforms. I think it's on everything, like
Nice.
PC, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, the whole schmear. So,
I
yeah.
have things. Yeah,
Yes.
I could do this. We
You
could
could
play.
totally do
Let's
this.
play, man.
Let's
This
do
sounds
it.
great.
I want to. I want you to play it. I want to see what you think of it. Before I leave, I'll show it to you just so you can kind of see.
Yeah, I
what
would
it
love
is.
to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds great. And
Sorry,
I like battle royales. I mean, like I'm not good at like the first person shooter ones, but I mean I love like the Tetris 99 and then the Pac-Man version of that. Like I think that's all real neat. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a cool
And
multiplayer concept.
It is, and I normally don't like it because I'm always so bad at it.
Yeah.
and it's like so often I would be in a match and I would die immediately, and then I'm like, fuck. I don't want to start over. I don't want to do. But this one is so quick, and the map is reasonably small. It's a big map.
Does the map ever change, or is it?
Well, it hasn't yet, but I'm
Okay.
sure it will.
Okay.
PUBG style, they
Sure.
might mix something up or have a
Right.
different section this time.
Yeah.
Or whatever. This is like season 1. I think this just came out.
Yeah.
I haven't looked it up yet to see when it came out.
Get in on the ground floor.
We did, sort of. I mean, I don't think it's been out long. It's because there's still a lot of people playing it, and I hope it doesn't fall off. I
Sure.
hope people stick with this. But it's the map isn't huge, so it's not like hard to get from. If you happen to pick a drop zone that is outside the first, it's called the Circle of Life because
Because of course
animals.
it is. Yeah.
But it's not ever hard to find your way into the safety zone at first, and then you kind of have that idea of where it's going to be. But I found more often than not in PUBG, I would lose time picking stuff up and equipping, and then being like, "Oh fuck, I got to get out of here."
Yeah.
and then die because I waited too long.
That was my favorite thing to do though in Apex Legends. Was
Just
like
wait till
just collect shit. Just
Yeah.
upgrade, just go scavenge. Scavenging was like me in Fallout. That's like one of my favorite fucking things to do. Just go through shit, just look at shit, just be like, "Oh, that's an upgrade. Okay. All right, next house. That's an upgrade." Like
Yeah.
I mean, and then like I hated the fucking gunplay because I was shitty at it because I'm
Yeah.
playing it on the controller.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, man, everything else about Apex Legends, okay.
There are red rebel crates around the map that have guns and health and stuff in them, but I think they make a little noise like when you open it. It's because you got a big red siren on top of it. So it's like, you might be advertising that
Your position. Yeah.
That's never really been an issue but they also have the crate. It's called the mole crate, I think. but it's that one drop, that everybody that has the legendary shit in it that everybody wants to get to. And of course, the classic strat is to find that thing and camp it. And as soon as people start going to try to open it, blow them away, take all their shit, then get the shit out of the crate, and then go kill everybody. That's how I got to number 2.
But Ian, who camps the campers?
I don't know. But that thief hiding in the woods.
Sounds great.
It's good.
It sounds great.
I'm going to show it to you, and I think you're going to love it. You should try it too.
I was looking at it. It looks pretty good.
And the only reason I shit on Fortnite a little bit earlier was because I don't like the building.
I don't either. I would play Fortnite if it wasn't for that being
the building,
so critical. I'm terrible at that shit.
And I'm not really, honestly, that interested in it, the building either.
It's just a mechanic that I don't think is... I think they could have left it out and still had just as good of a game to me, but...
That was a big part of the original game.
Yeah,
it was like building of like a fortress with traps and shit for like waves of AI enemies. So
for that, fine.
That's why it's in it.
Battle
but it's
Royale,
weird.
It just doesn't fit. It's like, wait, did I just build a wall there? That's not what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And then, across the street here, you got the kid building a literal fortress in about 5 seconds that is being heavily defended, and he's just sniping everybody from the top of it. You're like, God, how did he do that? I don't want to know.
Yeah, keybind macro is my guess. But
probably something.
I mean, that's the shit I would have done.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta pay the Fortnite trainers.
Yeah.
Like kids would get, adults would get their kids Fortnite tutors. So.
Oh man, no.
Got to pay the troll toll.
Pay that troll toll. But yeah, give it. We'll play this one.
Yeah,
together,
man, that sounds great. Let's do it.
First time I've been like kind of excited about a game.
I can tell you're excited, and I like that.
And I have to put I have to throw a little shade on top of that though.
Please.
I bought Hollow Knight. And I fucking hated it.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
I fucking hated that game.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I had been meaning to try it. I hated it because I'm fucking terrible at it.
It's hard.
It is a hard game for me. I just died too much, and I kept getting frustrated. The jump mechanic was weird, like how when you let go of the button, you stop jumping. I just couldn't do it.
So
I couldn't
in
figure
Hollow
it
Knight,
out.
the longer you hold down the jump button, the higher you jump. Or?
Well, that's the completion of the jump. So when I press
you
the
gotta
jump,
complete.
If I let go of the button, that's where he drops. And I understand that's what you jump until you're over the thing you want to jump on, then you stop.
So it's kind of like Princess and Mario 2 with the hover.
Maybe not a hover so much as just a way of getting where you need to be and you're over it. But I couldn't remember to do that, so I just kept missing stuff. I could not get.
Yeah, you have to master pogoing.
Yeah,
like striking down to bounce off of stuff super early on.
I could not get it. I couldn't do it. It took me about an hour to realize that I am not going to be able to play this game. It's just not for me. Is it beautiful? Fuck yes, it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's a gorgeous
It's
game.
smooth. It's wonderful. I love looking at it. I would love to watch you play it. I'll watch people play it on Twitch maybe, but I can't play it. Maybe I'll try it again someday, but it just wasn't for me. I don't know. I just couldn't do it.
I get it.
It's not for everyone, I don't think, but I'm not that good at those games anymore. Maybe 10 years ago it would have been different. And maybe with practice it would get better, but I don't have time to practice.
That's why I quit it. That's why I quit it. So
it's the Metroidvania part of it that keeps me away from it. Just because I kind of have a adverse reaction to a lot of Metroidvanias.
Right.
So but hearing how good the combat is really makes me want to try it out.
It's smooth. I mean, I really want. It's another situation where I wanted to enjoy it. And that doesn't suffer from shortcomings on its own. It's not to yuck on this game. I can understand why everyone likes it as much as they do. It just didn't work for me.
Oh, I could totally understand that.
It just wasn't my thing. I'm terrible at, and I don't like playing games I'm terrible at, except Animal Royale.
There is something about that. If you can find a game that you have fun playing, regardless of how well you're doing, that is something. That is something.
I literally do not care how long I last in a match. I'll just play again. I don't care.
If it's fun to play and they get you back into a game almost immediately, then that usually is kind of how I roll too.
But you can do well easily. You can get some. I feel like there's a legit progress in that game for me as far as how good I've gotten. I think I've gotten better.
Yeah.
So the more I play, the better I'll get.
Yeah,
But
of course.
I feel that happening when I'm playing the game. But
Nice.
maybe I was in the wrong frame of mind for Hollow Knight. I don't know. I was just like, I don't like this game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like it. So that's not really me throwing shade. It's throwing it on myself. Really, just saying, I suck at Hollow Knight. Hi.
Deal with it.
Hi, I'm Ian. Hello, Ian. And I'm a terrible Hollow Knight player. Hello, Ian.
Did you guys have any achievements for Operation Logic Bomb?
I don't know why everybody's looking at me.
Because you're the guy with the achievements.
I mean, usually
I don't have one.
I didn't play the game very long, so I've got one that came in from Twitch chat, and that is somewhere in my notes. I had no logic, so I bombed. In order to unlock, I had no logic, so I bombed. Play and appreciate the game, but turn it off when you realize you can't figure out how to beat a certain level. And that came in from Dig Dougie. Thank you, Dig Dougie.
Good one.
And I unlocked that on Sunday night when I streamed the game because, I mean, really, like, if I weren't playing this for the show, like, I wouldn't have even gone back to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I needed to. And I have this thing where it's like, there are games that I play on stream that are puzzly. I don't like doing it because I always feel on the spot. I always feel pressured, and it fucking like makes it harder because it's like if it's like reflex or something, or like it's not a big deal. But if it's a puzzle, it's always like, oh God, I'm gonna fail at this puzzle. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna be excruciating because chat's gonna be like giving me directions like, try the right one. And it's like, which one's the right? I got this message 2 seconds ago. The right one, which one's the right one? And then I like go over to a thing and be like, this one? And then two people will say yes, one person will say no. And it's just like,
And then you hear, hey. Oh, I got a fortune. Fuck. Okay, hold on.
yeah. So puzzly games, not a big.
Answer your telephone. Answer your telephone.
It's fucking chaos. It is fucking chaos. Yeah. So I was just like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna play Princess Tomato. Check out Princess Tomato. It's a good game.
Good call.
Yeah,
Good
it's a
call.
good game. Way better than Operation Logic Bomb.
Yeah.
Search and Destroy. Ultimate Search and Destroy. Something. Do you guys have any achievements for the
I don't.
for the game?
I've got two.
Okay, what you got?
The first one is crab people.
Nice.
Crab people.
Nice.
You unlock that by beating two of the crab people.
Nice.
And the next one is Disco Inferno, and you unlock that by burning several of those
8 babies.
8 babies. Those crazy gold robots
Yeah.
jumping around everywhere.
Yeah.
Being all fast and shit.
All right, I love it.
Good ones.
I didn't come up with any of my own, so I'm just not used to doing it, so I didn't. I was like, well, one's enough. Thanks, Dig Dougie.
Yep.
I have some questions for you lovely gentlemen.
Excellent.
The first of which is, if you were to buy this game, Operation Logic Bomb, if you were to buy it used, how much do you think you would pay for it?
Well, I mean, I'm going to say if it includes an instruction manual, it might be really expensive.
Dude, I didn't even look on price charting what the going rate for the instruction manual is. I should do that because, I mean,
It's apparently pretty hard to come by.
sounds like it.
I will say $8.
$8? Tyler, what do you think?
$25.
$25. Actual retail value of Operation Logic Bomb for the Super Nintendo, loose, on average, according to PriceCharting.com at the time of this recording, is $35.78.
This is pricey.
That's some choice USD.
Yes, it is. That was way low.
Do you think it's worth it?
Nope.
No.
I don't either. And I collect these fucking things.
Yeah.
This would be like near the bottom of the. Look, man, if this thing was $6, all right, I'd probably go on eBay
Why
and
not?
buy it right now because it's like, all right, it's $6. It ain't gonna be $6 for long because everything's going up. Let's do this shit. But $35? No, man. There are like so many other games in that price range that I don't own yet that would rather own than this. according to Flopsy, it is an uncommon game, so that probably has a lot to do with it being $35. Do you guys think, I think I know the answer to this question, but do you think Operation Logic Bomb belongs on TADPOG's top 100?
No.
I agree. I don't think it belongs
Nay.
there. I don't think it belongs in the bottom 100.
I don't either.
No.
I think it is very much in the middle. The only thing that was nice, like, it was nice to play a top-down shooter.
Yep.
That was nice.
I'll agree
Yeah.
with that.
The genre was like,
Yep.
okay, we haven't done a lot of these. But
Absolutely.
everything other than that was kind of
It
like,
was kinda
all right. You guys want to know what Flopsy says about this game?
Sure.
You want to take a
Yes.
guess? What do you think Flopsy gave Operation Logic Bomb?
I'm gonna bet, and I disagree with it wholeheartedly, but I'm gonna see something like 3.5 stars.
3.5
I'm gonna say
stars.
3.
Ian, you're gonna go 3.
Yeah.
Flopsy, aka the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library, 1991 through 1998, by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mold Mike, gives Operation Logic Bomb, the run and gun shooter from 1993 by Jalico, single player. Which, by the way,
That would have been so much better.
let me
Oh, my
me put a pin in
I didn't even
that.
think about that.
Yeah, let me put a pin in that. I do want to touch on that. Flopsy gives it 1, 2, 3, 4 stars.
Wow.
4 stars. 4-star game.
Wow. No.
That is way
Yeah.
fucking off.
Good games, 4-star quality games are so much rarer than what.
Name
this
a good
book fucking
game. I
gives
love
them.
it. I love this game. Name a good game. Name a good game on the Super Nintendo.
Besides the obvious.
Well, I mean, besides the ones you know have 5 stars, like Final Fantasy VI.
My go-to.
Like Final Fight. What Final Fight 3 is my favorite Final Fight. What does Final Fight have in here? Clearly, obviously, it has to have more than 4 stars, right? I don't
I
know.
would say Final Fight is a 3.5 to a 4-star game.
Final Fight 3, 4 stars.
Okay.
Final Fight 1, 3.5. That makes sense. Okay, all right.
Yep.
I'm not really proving my point here.
This game.
This game
is
isn't
not
4 stars.
This game is wildly.
If they're giving
yeah.
Final
It-
Fight 3
it
4
is-
stars and this one 4
4 stars.
stars.
It is not better than the original Final Fight that came out in like 91.
Right.
It's not.
It's rough. That's a tough pill to swallow. Although, like I said, I mean, when it came out, it was received pretty well. I mean, 80s and low 80s, high 70s, which is not bad. Today, that would be fucking horrible game.
Yeah,
if something has a fucking 79, it's like,
That's trash.
why even bother?
That's what I feel like I've learned through doing all this, that like good quality games, man, they are a scarce commodity. There is way more garbage than there is something quality. I did not expect that. I figured like the Super Nintendo would have a solid mix, a solid library of good games, and fuck was I wrong.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's a lot of bad.
Way
sure.
more
Way
bad.
more
than
bad.
good.
Definitely.
There's way more
skewed
bad.
in the other
Way more
direction.
bad than
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, a whole lot of just okay. I
Yeah.
mean, and you know, it's tough because it's like I honestly do think Operation Logic Bomb is an okay game. But like to me, an okay game would be 2.5 stars. That's an okay game. That's an average. That's like
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
But maybe it's like 2.5 stars looks like a really shitty game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I agree.
Yep.
And it's definitely not a 4-star game.
No,
Nope.
it's
Not even
that's
close.
Wild. That's wild to me. But back to the 2-player.
That's an 80. Would you give it an 80?
Would I give this game an 80?
Yep.
No, I'd give it a
I'd
70.
give it a
Yep.
65 or a 70. you
Yeah,
know.
I'd give it a 70. That's about as high as I think that
So
I
it's
would
like
go.
2.5 stars. Like
Yeah.
where should be.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So the game that this is a sequel to, the game I played the Game Boy game, which has that super fucking generic name that I cannot even remember. It's like Solid Fortress or some shit like that. Like what?
Fortitude Zone.
Fortified Zone.
Fortified Zone.
Thank you. You got me
That's
there.
my dick.
Fortified
Oh, yeah,
Zone.
yeah.
Fortified Zone.
bad name. It's like really so generic that's hard to remember. But Fortified Zone for the Game Boy has some cool shit in it that Operation Logic Bomb does not have and would make it a lot better. Fortified Zone has 2 playable characters. You can switch who you're playing as from the pause menu. One is a man who is slow but deals more damage. The other is a woman who is fast and deals less damage. But they each have their own special ability. The guy will get, if you find grenades throughout the levels, he'll be able to throw grenades. The woman can jump. And like there are obstacles that she can jump over so she can reach areas that the guy can't reach. Man, I wish something like that would have been an Operation Logic Bomb.
Easy, simple shit. Like 2-player in Final Fight. Why the fuck isn't there? Like some simple shit in this game that would have made it so much better. Why the fuck isn't it there?
Just to give this game some variety, because I do really feel like what Operation Logic Bomb lacks is
Logic.
variety. Yeah, it defies all logic. At least the review that it got in Flopsy. So, but anyway, I wanted to touch on that. And as far as like, I did play a little bit of Fortified Zone on stream on like the Super Game Boy 2, and there is something that I gotta say about, man, when I play Fortified Zone on the Game Boy, it's such a better experience than playing it through a Super Nintendo. Because it just feels on the Super Nintendo, I guess because the screen is so large, everything feels so slow and clunky. But when it's on this tiny screen, everything seems like it's going fast. I don't think you need to run out and check out Fortified Zone immediately. But I mean, if you like top-down shooters, and you have a Game Boy, it's worth checking out, I think.
Okay. All right.
If not even just for like the switching out of characters, gives it, I don't know, it's nice. It just breaks
that monotony.
Yeah, if you're in a fight where it's like, fuck man, there are like 4 enemies and they're tearing me up, switch to the person who's faster, who can dodge the enemies and dodge the shots. So I like playing as her better anyway, because I like playing a fast character. But
Playing a Jill sandwich.
yeah, I'd much rather play a Jill sandwich than a Barry Burton. So anyway, yeah, that's it. Tyler, I have some questions for you.
Yeah.
If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
Any beard worn by Frank Stallone.
Yeah?
Because I feel like the good top tier shooter, over the top shooters like Contra and shit like that, that's like your Sylvester Stallone. This game is a Frank Stallone.
That's solid logic.
Yeah. It looks sort of the same.
More
Yeah.
It's not as
logical
good.
than the game.
Tyler, if you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would you give it?
The glossy eyes of that hit 1997 toy introduced by Norm Macdonald, the Tickle Me Frank Stallone.
Perfect. Well, I have some more questions for you guys.
Let's do it.
All right.
We got a quiz that came in from one Ross Rachel Green from across the pond. This quiz is entitled Switching It Up,
Okay. All
which
right.
is exactly how I imagine he said it. Switching it up.
Tops
probably.
and bottoms. All right.
Another week.
We're all versed. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Another week has gone by basically without incident, which is nice. I did buy a VR headset for my PC. That is incident, Ross. You can't say that your week went by without incident when you bought a VR headset.
I got odds 10-1 that it was broken when he got it.
Oh, yeah?
Everything he orders is broken when he gets it.
Yeah, maybe he found it in his old house. Maybe it's like a Jules
Yes,
Verne style VR
exactly.
contraption. I did buy a VR headset for my PC. I have been interested in getting one for a while, but the few I have tried gave me headaches and made me want to hurl. But I understand that they have progressed a little in the past 5 years. So far, I have played various experience type games, but really it already feels like little more than a gimmick, and I have buyer's remorse. I'm curious which one you got.
Well, apparently I was wrong. It worked.
It wasn't a bathtub he found in his attic with like Christmas lights. He had to fill it up with gasoline and then
and
Pull start
pull
it.
the
That's why you're getting nauseous. It's fucking shaking your
fumes
skull.
a little vibrating, a little smokestack on the side.
Oh fuck. Other than that, I decided it was time to trim my beard. I picked it up, your beard, put an attachment on it, and found out way too late that I put the wrong one on, and now it is way too short. I see. The trimmer. I was going to just take it all off, but I just made it all one length, and I'll probably let it grow out. Let me address some questions from last week. Perfect.
yes.
Come on.
Yes, the body pillow is my only body pillow. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the body pillow is my only pillow. I don't like my head being that high when sleeping.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it wasn't involved in any weird sex act. It came after that. Beside, I have an inflatable pillow for that.
Okay.
All right.
Now I have more questions.
So I'm just imagining one of those Claire's inflatable purple chairs.
This is like an episode of Lost. We solve one mystery, but two pop up in
More
its
pop
place.
up.
Also, I want to say that
Melissa, I've been rewatching the first season of Lost.
are
by the
y'all?
way. Yeah.
You enjoying it?
It's interesting to go back through and be like, man, none of these people, I love this show so much, and none of these guys did anything, and it breaks my heart a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a dream with Hugo in it, if that makes any
There we
difference.
go. There we go.
And I didn't remember it until you just said Lost.
Well, I just remember, like, we just watched the episode where he plays the numbers in the lottery.
Yeah.
And it's cursed, and I'm just like, God, those goddamn numbers. God.
Also, I want to say that on Discord, there was a lot of pillow talk, a lot of does a super long anime waifu pillowcase exist for something like Ross has? The answer is yes, and it is one of those like monster girl
Like a naga, like a super
yes,
long.
it
okay.
is essentially just like what you said. I think so. That does exist.
Okay.
Ross continues. The milking was a success.
Nice.
I wore a pig mask. She was in scuba gear. An elaborate swing was involved, and I enjoyed the milk the next day on my cornflakes.
Perfect.
Not really, you weird
They call
fucks.
that Vegemite over there.
Oh, that's
very,
Australia.
It's very salty. Marmite, then.
It's
Sorry,
Marmite
I think you
in
meant
Britain.
Vegemite.
Vegemite.
Oh,
Hey, I'll be here the rest of the podcast. Not really, you weird fucks. It was just pretty vanilla sex stuff. Better luck next time, Ross.
Man.
Better luck
He's
next
on
time.
it short.
You had me at pig mask.
Also, he listened to Piggy Palace backwards while getting milk.
Backwards, yes.
Also, this quiz is about SNES games on the Switch online service. There's some that never had a North American release, but shouldn't be that hard. They have been out on other platforms. We'll be the
Shouldn't
judge
be
of that.
hard.
Yeah.
Are you
Shouldn't be
ready
that hard.
to begin?
Yes.
Number 1. This racing game takes place in the year 2560, where multi-billionaires with lethargic lifestyles created a new form of entertainment. Critics of the game argued that it should have had a multiplayer mode.
I'm going to say F-Zero.
Is that on there?
Yeah, the no multiplayer. That's a really good.
No multiplayer is why. Being way in the future and having no multiplayer.
And F-Zero is definitely on that list. I'm good with that.
Go for it.
F-Zero, locking it in. It is F-Zero. Well done,
right.
Tyler.
Sweet.
Next question. In this Japanese game, the player takes control of either Rio or Maria. Rio is a swordsman, while Maria is an angelic warrior who uses a whip that can be upgraded into metal claws or a laser gun. It was due to be released as Dream Probe before being canceled.
This one may be one of the ones that it was a Japanese release.
He does
and
say it's a Japanese game.
the problem is with some of those, like if I'm like going back in my memory, looking at the icons for the games
Right.
in the library, the box is in Japanese, so I don't know what it's called, and I didn't start it up to see, so I can't answer.
So Puyo Puyo 2?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
what
I don't
it is.
know. I don't know what it's called.
All right.
I remember I know the box art actually.
Puyo Puyo frog pussy. Yeah.
Locking it in.
Yeah. Perfect.
It is Psycho Dream.
Okay.
Psycho Dream.
No clue.
Yeah, sorry.
And that may have. I don't know that was the case. I don't know if it was written on the box or not. But there's a number of games in there that are just written in Japanese.
Right.
So.
Right. It makes sense. They weren't localized.
Yeah,
So why? Yeah. Next question. The player has to liberate a secret futuristic laboratory dealing with interdimensional physics from monsters that escape through a rip in the dimensional fabric of space and time. Operation Logic Bomb?
Might
Yeah.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yep.
right.
Operation Logic Bomb. Locking it in. It is Operation Logic Bomb.
Yep.
Softball.
All right. Next question. This sports game is the 5th game in the series, following a handful of arcade, Famicom, and TurboGrafx 16 titles under the name World Court.
Super
Super
tennis.
Super tennis.
Super Tennis. Locking it in. It is Smash Tennis. Smash
Damn.
Tennis.
Half credit.
Y'all are doing that a lot tonight.
Next question. In this game, the R-Wings from the Star Fox series made a cameo appearance in this title. In the Sky Ramp track, all 4 R-Wings of the Star Fox team will fly around in an air show in an air show style. Stunt Race FX, is that on
Sure.
Switch Online? I don't know.
I think so.
That would be my guess.
I kind of think it is.
because it's all that same like FX polygonal style.
I'd say, yeah, I think you're right.
All right, we'll lock it in. It is Stunt Race FX.
Nice.
Next question. This is the second game in its series, based on a Russian game Drop Drop, and plays like Bust a Move.
I played this one, but I don't know the title of
I
it.
played Bust a Move.
I played this game.
But you
that he's
played this
talking
game.
about briefly, but I can't remember it.
It's drop with a Russian accent.
Maybe I'm gonna
Drop,
say
drop.
Drop the drop.
drop.
Two.
He's drop too.
If he drops, he drops.
I can't guess. I'll say, oh shit, I knew that, but I don't. I don't remember.
Drop 2.
Drop 2.
Locking it in. Drip drip. Locking it in. It is Magical Drop 2. We did
Yeah.
say drop.
Half credit.
And we did say 2.
Yep.
2/3 credit. Next question. This top-down shooter sees the main characters patrolling the skies of Donbury Island when they suddenly receive a distress signal from a young girl named Madoka.
Link's Awakening. But for Super Nintendo.
Joe and Mac.
Link's Awakening's back on
Joe,
the Super Nintendo.
Joe and Mac 2.
Joe and Mac 2. Guys, I don't think
Lost
it's
in the
these.
Tropics.
It's a top-down shooter.
Oh yeah.
The main characters patrolling the skies of Donbury Island. They receive a distress signal from a young girl,
I don't know what that is.
Madoka.
Donbury Flyers.
Donbury Flyers. The Donbury Boys.
Perfect. The Delphan brothers.
Man, I don't know. I don't know what it is. The Delphan Brothers, locking it in. It is Poppin' Twin B. It's a game I've always
I've
heard
heard of
about.
it.
I've never played
Yep.
it.
Sounds
Maybe that's
dirty.
what the randomizer will pick for us next week.
Maybe. Next question. The game's story revolves around 2 crests. When all crests are combined, the crest of infinity will appear, allowing its holder infinite power and the ability to conquer all realms with it.
Demon's Crest.
That's a good guess. I'm good with that.
Maybe is that what he's trying to get?
Maybe.
Or Firebrand is trying to get the crest to defeat hell and earth. And
9 out of 10 dentists recommend Demon's Crest.
all right,
you go.
Demon's Crest.
Locking it in. It is Demon's Crest.
All right.
Well
Well
done.
done.
Yeah.
Next question. This terrible Street Fighter clone was called Taiketsu Brass Numbers or Confrontation Brass Numbers in Japan.
Tough enough.
Tough enough. No, that's Death Dance.
Yeah,
Dead
that was
Dance.
Dead Dance.
That's right. Shit, there's another Street Fighter clone
Peacekeepers.
on there.
No,
Peacekeepers is a
Peacekeeper's a
brawler.
beat 'em up brawler. You're right. Those are the other Street Fighter clones we played. What was the one with Thunder Beef?
Thunder Beef. There's World Heroes. There's.
It's the one we did where you were really drunk.
That's World Heroes.
Well,
but
you
that's
know
not
I
on
don't
here,
know
is
that
it?
one.
Does World Heroes isn't on there?
I don't
Is it?
know if it is or not.
I played it
I know Tough Enough
for
and
the show we
Peacemakers is on
did,
there.
but I don't remember if I played it on here or if I did it on my Super NES Classic before I got rid of it.
Look, I got no guesses, so I'm good with World Heroes.
Go
if
for
you
it.
want to go
Say
for
World
it.
Heroes.
World Heroes, locking it in. It is Doomsday Warrior.
Okay.
Doomsday Warrior.
Another one to look forward to.
Never heard of it. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. Peanut butter, chocolate spread, jam. Your choice of flavor.
I'm gonna marry jam. I'm gonna fuck chocolate spread. I'm gonna kill peanut butter
Oof.
because I'll eat Nutella over peanut butter, but nothing's gonna beat a good fruit spread. Plus, I can't jelly dick in your ass.
I'm marrying peanut butter, fucking jelly, and killing chocolate spread.
I'm marrying peanut butter for sure. 100%. We can be sister wives, Ian.
Okay.
I'm marrying peanut butter because fuck, God,
It's so good.
God,
It's
peanut
so
butter.
good for you.
I think it's not as good for us as we want to believe, but
It's better for you than a lot of things.
than chocolate spread.
Chocolate spread.
Oh,
sure.
it is much better for you than chocolate spread.
I'm gonna go ahead and fuck chocolate spread though, because like I don't really eat chocolate spread a lot, but I don't do jam.
I love you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no,
Oh, damn.
I don't do jam. I do not do jam, so I'm gonna kill jam. I don't do jam. I don't. I'll do
Jelly,
it.
jam, marmalade, give it all to me.
Nah,
Preserves, yeah, fuck yeah.
yeah, I don't. Not a big fan unless it's like on like a just hamburger special where it's like we got some raspberry preserves we're gonna put on this burger, but we've like fucking engineered it to like work flavor wise. Otherwise, I don't know, man. It's just like
Pepper jelly,
Yeah,
jelly, and
pepper
some
jelly.
cream cheese.
Yeah.
and some wheat thins.
that. I'm down for that shit. But just like some stuff you pick up in a jar and you're like, what do I put this on? I guess I just experiment. I don't like that shit.
Smucker's seedless strawberry jam and cream cheese on a bagel.
Fuck yeah.
It's my favorite
I'm down.
breakfast.
I just don't like I don't like the sweetness. I guess a lot.
It just
you know?
pairs really well with
I
the
get
cream
it.
cheese, for me. But
Sure.
I love it on a sand. I don't care. Sandwiches, whatever. I love me some jelly and jam.
Out of curiosity. Oh, actually, not out of curiosity, because I think we talked about this a long time ago, a few episodes back, Tyler. You turned me on to
Thank you.
hard stop. You turned me on and then did nothing about it.
It was a huge video on our Patreon. Tyler ruins Dave's orgasm.
$40. You gotta pay $40. You turned me on to breakfast burritos. Holy shit, man! I don't know if I can go back,
I know.
dude.
Good breakfast burritos, fucking amazing.
Dude, after we went through Wendy's and we had the whole chocolate vanilla, like all that, I was like, okay. He gave me the total, and then instead of being like, wait, I wanted to order something too, I was like, I'm gonna get a breakfast burrito at Hardee's. Because I haven't had breakfast from Wendy's, but I was looking at that menu and it's like, I don't know. I don't trust a breakfast thing that has Baconator in it. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
I ain't doing that shit. And then I went to Hardee's and got that fucking loaded breakfast burrito is fire. I love that shit, man. I love that shit. And I love a biscuit. Don't get me wrong. I love a biscuit. But you can put a bunch of shit in a burrito.
Yeah, yep.
Yes, you
Yep.
can.
A bunch of shit. And it's like, that's what I like the most about it is like, fuck, man, this thing is huge.
This is a heavy tube of food.
Yes.
And I'm going to eat it all.
I love my heavy
Yeah.
tubes.
See, and there's something like that is just nice about a breakfast burrito because it's not too overpowering, like a Chipotle burrito or anything like that. Like I think just man,
It's not, and I don't even like.
burrito's just
They asked if
perfect.
I wanted like sauce or anything on the side. I was like, fucking no, man. I eat this shit clean.
Give it to me like you give it to me. Just give it up.
That's right. Yeah, don't ask. You'll
Pure.
ruin the mood.
Don't talk. Don't talk.
Oh, so thank you, Tyler.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
because
my good. My last two recommendations have done well for you.
yeah. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. Oh my God. Pass this to Tyler. The culinarian to pronounce that.
Fuck, marry, kill. Ciabatta, pita, or brioche.
PETA gets upset about everything. So fuck PETA. I can't wear my good fur coat anymore.
I'm kind of burned out on ciabatta. It's gotten pretty trendy. I do love a good brioche bun on a burger, but I think pita is the most versatile. So I'm going to marry pita, fuck brioche, and kill ciabatta.
That's also my answer.
What is ciabatta?
It's like this square.
It's almost like a sourdough-ish.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
very
bread.
airy, soft in the middle, crunchy, but you'll see a lot of like it's a square bun.
Okay.
But it's very hard.
They use them
It's
a
very
lot
chewy.
at Panera Bread.
Okay. I'm
For their
sure that
sandwiches are almost all on ciabatta
I've
bread.
eaten a lot of these things. I just don't pay attention to what they're
Yeah.
called. I'm not that kind of person. I know like there are different kinds of buns, but I don't like bother to learn what they are.
Ciabatta is a cross between, say, like a hamburger bun and a baguette because they're strong and they're chewy. I mean, like a brioche is super soft, super light.
I'm gonna have to do research and get back. I can't answer this question. I have to do research and come back.
I'm with him. His answer was mine as well. I feel the same way.
Okay. Then I'll just go along with you guys. I like you guys. You seem like, Tyler
Well, let's hear you
taught me to love a breakfast burrito. I trust him.
Get
you
breakfast
go.
burrito, watch some Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's good.
Yeah,
It's a good day.
let's do this shit. The next question. God, I'm going to have to pass this to someone else. Fuck, marry, kill. Maybe Azula, Ty Lee, and...
Avatar.
It's Avatar.
Okay. In May?
Yeah, you got it. Which one is...
Well, I'm going to kill Azula first off.
All right.
Oh, yeah, she's just too
Uh-uh.
crazy
No,
to
no,
have in
no.
your life at all.
Now,
Which
I
one
think
is Ty Lee? Oh, Ty Lee's Sokka's girlfriend, right? Or is that May?
May. I think May is the bubbly acrobat, and Ty Lee is the very straight laced,
The one that's
serious
really...
tsundere.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. That's correct. I forgot their names. Go ahead.
I'm gonna marry Ty Lee because I think there's more depth to Ty Lee than there is May. So then I'm gonna fuck May.
And your names kind of like start the
Ty and
same.
Ty Lee, Tyler or Ty Lee. It's perfect.
Yeah. Just crook your fingers slightly so.
That's why whenever McWayne was like, Tyler, if we got married, you'd be Tyler Wayne McWayne.
And you didn't marry that man on the
Like,
spot?
man, if I wasn't already married, man, we'd do that shit.
Tyler Wayne McElwain.
It rolls right off the tongue.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it.
My answer matches his once again.
I will go with you guys.
It's the right
too.
choice, I promise.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine. Done.
The Ty Lee is fun, but she's
Yeah.
fun to. You just want to kind of one and done with her because
Gotcha.
she ain't gonna be into you.
I am
She's-
assuming these are not children, right?
They're not children.
Okay.
No.
Great. Good.
They're-
Then I am
they're
with you
women.
guys.
They're adult women,
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah,
And
I
they're
don't-
not 350-year-old demons that look like an 8-year-old girl.
Right.
They're women that are of consenting age.
Good.
What is
Good.
that? There's a
Good, good,
TikTok where sir, are you attracted to this? And it's a picture of like an anime girl. The guy starts sweating. No, that's disgusting. Oh, okay, good. What about this? And so another looks slightly older, but giant tits. Are you attracted to this? No. Good, sir. She's only 13. What about this? And it's a woman who's clearly like 80, super old, decrepit. Yeah, that's my son. She has a disease, sir. She's only 10. You pervert.
Oh, thank you, Ross. That's all the questions.
Thank you.
Thank you for the quiz. Congratulations on being milked.
Yes.
Yeah, do it again. Tell us how it was the next one. Make it weird. Come back with a story, Ross.
Yeah. Yeah.
When the boy's not home, just start sticking it through stuff and see what happens whenever your wife's in there. Come on. Make it fun.
I agree. Make it fun. I don't know about sticking it through holes, but like, that's dangerous. Be
Yeah.
safe.
Especially at his house.
Yeah. Fuck, yeah.
Well, we'll see what we're going to play next week.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to grab this batter up peripheral, plug it in,
Okay.
put one end on the ground,
All right.
facing up.
Okay.
My other end on my forehead on the other end.
Perfect.
Trying to circle while I'm Crazy Kid style. So my no points in a just random direction.
Yes.
Say
most
the prayer.
fucking random.
The most
please.
random. There's no pattern at all.
Yeah.
Could be-
like Lady Sovereign.
Could be
So
at different
random.
angles, different azimuths. It's
Yeah,
all
who knows?
any
Yeah, do it.
fucking where.
At one point, it points directly at Ross's house, his ancient fucking house.
Yeah, it's true. It lands on a ley line that goes right to
Yeah,
Ross's
right
house.
to it. Do you know his house is also a Zeppelin?
A milk zeppelin.
A 7-story milk zeppelin.
Milk Zeppelin is my Led Zeppelin cover band. It's for children. You're going to love it.
Say the prayer. We all love to say. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
40.
Okay.
They are not in alphabetical order. They are
order
listed release on Switch Online.
Right.
Not chronological original release. So it could literally be anything. 40.
I'm gonna say it's a little later on. Is it a new one?
It's a new one.
Smash Tennis.
Good guess. Doomsday Warrior.
All right.
Okay.
Doomsday Warrior. Man, I am not ready to do another fighting game. And I like fighting
I mean,
games.
we just did one.
I know.
We could delay.
We didn't-
We could make that. We could delay it because we don't want to oversaturate.
We didn't just do one. I mean, we just did Operation Logic Bomb.
Well, the week before
2
that, though, we
weeks
did a
ago.
Street Fighter clone.
That is true.
Well, we did the Street Fighter clone, and then we did Mean Girls, then we did this, and now
No, we did Mean
no,
Girls before.
We did.
You want to
You're
build?
right,
We could
you're
build
right.
another week between it. We take another random one, and then
wanna play that B one?
do Doomsday the next.
Yeah,
next week.
let's do Poppin' Twin B.
No, it's a top-down shooter, which we just also did.
Oh yeah.
But I've heard good things about it.
Let's do Smash Tennis then.
You want to do Smash Tennis?
We haven't done
instead?
anything like that in a fucking minute.
Man, we're opting to do a sports game.
That's
We're
weird.
opting to a sports game.
That is weird. I mean, I like tennis, so I'm on
I do
board.
too.
All right, Smash Tennis.
Smash Tennis. All right.
Smash Tennis it is.
See, we're making a sacrifice here. We're doing a sports game on purpose.
I don't think that's going to appease
It's not going to help.
the
No.
tiny randomizer.
No.
So is the plan then to do Smash Tennis and then do Doomsday Warrior
Yep.
or to re-roll? I mean, we're going to have to do Doomsday Warrior sooner or later. More sooner than later.
I say that is the thing for us. We're trying to mitigate by like, we'll do a sports game.
We're just pushing
but
it back
We'll
one.
push it back one to
Okay.
kind of put a bigger gap between the last Street Fighter
All right.
clone we played.
All right, Smash Tennis is next, followed by Doomsday Warrior.
Okay.
Cool.
Smash,
wait.
Smash Tennis better be fucking good. Or man, it's going to be a rough 2 weeks. Not that bad. Doomsday Warrior might give us some laughs at the characters. I don't know.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, tadpog.com. Just put in Tadpog. You'll find us. We're
Literally everywhere.
there. War.
And not SoundCloud.
Shout out
Except SoundCloud.
Fuck SoundCloud.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we'll pay you to put it on there, and you have to pay to download it. It's,
Yeah,
it's
thanks.
wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, SoundCloud.
All right. So you pay $15 a month, and then for $40, you have all the Tadpog you want.
SoundCloud is the only fans of podcasts. You're right. Do you want to send us something? We're taking stuff.
Yeah.
Come on. Send that to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. You want to call us? 270-885-2555. We're on Facebook, Tadpog. And there's the Tadpog page, and then there's the Tadpog Nation group. If you like that dank shit, but if you want a good organized chat, look at the Discord.
bit.ly/Tadpog Discord. It's cool. I think you'll like it. Try it.
Try it.
Try it.
Try it.
You might like it.
It's a while. Listen.
If you don't like it, it's fine.
It's okay.
It's cool.
You can just walk away.
But you
anytime.
might. Yeah.
But you might like
You
it.
might like it.
Tadpog_podcast on both Instagram and Twitter. Dave, you got that Twitch.
Yes, I stream on Sundays at 8:30 Central, twitch.tv/Tadpog_podcast. It'd be cool to see you out there, so come on and watch me struggle to play fucking puzzle games. Man, oof.
Most importantly, we got this Patreon that I'm trying to pull up.
Yeah, we got a Patreon, of which we have several wonderful, generous people. There are folks on there who donate at $20 or more a month, and those people are our executive producers. I'd like to thank those people right now while Tyler looks through emails. We got Usurper Grimm, God Emperor Alex Pena, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Steve Dixon, Plinko Nick Price, Clambro Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, Executive Producer Dig Dougie, The Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Matt Gentile, a.k.a. Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage, Magical Sleeper, a.k.a. Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Temporal Eternal Savior Cubicle Monkey, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode, Platinum member Brett Miller, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Nate from Utah, first time caller, Zeus Laser, Boons from Brooklyn, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Edgelord Kyle Pertlebaugh, Master Psycho Baron Kevin Link, and General Kenobi Massacre.
So new donor, Carson Clark.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carson.
And kind of perusing here, we got a lot of likes from one Daniel Jones on all the Piggy Palace episodes the last 2 days.
Nice.
So thank
I
you.
hope it sounds like Daniel enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Also, like, seriously, thank you for donating to Patreon. Like, everybody who does. I just ordered some more lights. I know I said, like, a few weeks ago that I ordered lights. I ordered more lights because the longer time goes between now and us doing the tasting video, the more lights I'm going to buy for it because I'm like, we don't have enough lights. So now I got enough lights, I think, to light us both. Do like a hair light on both of us. It's going to suck because I don't know what I'm doing, but I got lights. That's my point. I also eventually, if we don't do it soon enough, we're going to end up with lav mics. So, because man, doing those tasting videos with these mics kind of sucks because like the last time we had to pull the computer out there, but if we had lav mics that we could just fucking clip on our collars or shit, like that'd be all right. So I haven't found any, I haven't priced them out, but that might be the next thing. If we think we're going to do more video stuff like that. It's a little hard to justify just for doing like a once a year kind of thing, but I don't know. But
People always
we'll
respond really well to video stuff that we do.
Yeah. It's just a pain
It's
to
a
do.
whole other like
it's just a pain to do.
yeah. It's double. It's at least double.
And I'm
We're just doing audio.
Yeah,
I had the visual.
Super, way more than
Two-
double for sure. And I'm like not opposed, honestly, to like shooting it all and then paying somebody to edit it. Like not opposed to that at all. And I know that like there are people like Choctaw I could talk to and see if maybe one of his editors wouldn't mind like us paying them to do it. I don't know. I don't know. Like it's completely different content. I don't know how that shit works, but honestly, like I don't know. The editing of that, it's a thing. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to like pay somebody who knows what they're doing to like put together something really, really nice. So anyway, all that's happening because of Patreon. So I guess my point is, again, thank you for donating.
Our theme song is Moves. Let's get more drive into that track. Found in the show notes at tadpog.com. How you guys been closing out?
As Duke Nukem, because he's clearly the main character in Operation Logic Bomb.
I can do that.
All right. Sounds good.
Best I can do. Sorry.
So until next time. Tropical
Capricorn.
Those aliens made off of my ride.
Shake that frog pussy, baby.
The peanut butter whiskey and the
Because it's all fruity up front. And I'm like, okay, that's good. And that peanut butter hits me in the back. And it's like,
You're not gonna hurt my feelings if you just want to dump that shit and start over again with tequila.
I mean, I've got
Because
my.
the shit in this bottle looks way nicer than what was in this.
That's what everyone is recommended on. Like, I follow a bunch of tequila people on TikTok. And they're like, this is for the money you pay. This is the best drinking tequila you can get.
So this is the Evan Williams 1783 of tequila.
Yep.
I found out something.
T-Love tequila.
The T-Love tequila. I found out something.
Who's a fucking Nazi? So.
Do you remember when I told you about the bottles being different and I went home and came back and they were like, the bottle's different, you moron, that shit? They have a fifth size bottle as well. Mm-hmm. And if I'm particularly broke, I'll get a fifth just to get me to payday kind of thing. Usually I'm pretty good about moderation, right? But
oh, wait a minute.
hello.
Mysterious guest.
Sit right there. We got the mic on. We got the mic on. You're good to go.
No names.
No names.
Hi, guys.
Hey, mysterious
How you?
guest. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good.
You
It's
know.
been a while. It's good to see you.
Y'all a bunch of good guys. You know, I just
Of course.
enjoy- I just love it here. You know?
Good. I'm glad.
And I've been to all the 3 local jails. You know,
All 3 of
the
them.
orange jumpsuits. you
Yeah.
know. And in the mornings they got that dry oatmeal. It's dry. You know. And y'all's oatmeal's got milk and strawberries, just warm up. I really appreciate it. It's really good.
Nothing but the best.
And I have a drug problem. Mm-hmm. I can't find any. I'm looking for deep love. Deep love. Mm-hmm. Really, I'm looking for a shallow half hour. I called
That'll do.
the doctor. I said I got diarrhea, and he put me on hold. He just worked with this farmer, you know, and he had a pony, and he gave it cough drops. A pony, cough drops. He said he thought it was a little horse.
Horse.
Hey.
And he had a crazy horse. He put it in the stall. Don't take candy from a stranger.
Never.
Yeah, unless he offers you a ride. Okay, I gotta go. I think.
Thank you.
I guess you can tell I'm down to one tooth now, you know, and then every morning when I get up, I brush my tooth.
Good.
Thank you, guys.
Maybe a little bit.
See ya.
Good to see you.
I gotta say, man, about a dog.
All right.
And I'm this guy out here. He told me to give me a ride home in the back of his truck. So.
He's at least giving you some candy, though. Right?
Bye.
See ya.
you.
Bye.
Well,
there you go.
stinger.
We got a stinger. That's good.
Well, all I was going to say about Evan Williams was the 5th bottle I went to look the other day. It's lower proof than the stuff that's in the
What?
big bottle.
Is that
Hey,
legal?
I don't know. It's 86 proof in the 5th, but 90 proof in
That's
the
wild.
handle. And I noticed the difference. Like when I
Not on the
started
label.
getting
You
the
noticed it in the.
in the drinking
Yeah,
of
in
it.
the drinking.
Yeah, I started because like when the bottle changed, you know, I would have I'd have my normal whatever. And the first couple times I was like, man, something's fucking wrong with me. I'm getting drunk. I shouldn't be. Then I found out that they changed it. So I don't know. It's weird though.
That is bizarre.
For those of you listening to this and give a shit about it, buy the stuff in the big bottle because it's a higher proof.
Do you think maybe that's like marketing? They're
Could be. I
they're
don't
like,
know.
man.
Unless they're trying to phase out what 86 proof they have.
Yeah,
they may
maybe.
have had like, you know, a warehouse full of the 5th bottles.
Yeah.
And then once those are gone, they'll start using the 90 proof
Yeah,
stuff.
maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, there's a difference. So for those of you who are, apparently there's a lot of discerning Evan Williams people out there now, thanks to me. Go for the big bottle. You get more alcohol for your money.
Big drunk, big
Right.
bottle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.